Hi everyone, it's Ayesha from God FM. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Praise the Lord. Oh, it's so much to cover. Hi everyone. It's Ayesha from God FM, and I'm here to talk about the spiritual warfare. I am prophecy. How interesting. Ellie joined. Here to talk about spiritual warfare, fighting demons, literally, and the weapons of war, using your discernment and also keeping yourself holy and clean in the Lord, in the fight against the demonic realm. So please share the live and, feel encouraged. I hope you're all having an amazing day. As you can tell, I work for God, and I'm here to talk about the spiritual warfare that we're all currently in battle with against the demonic realm. And it is a very much a demonic realm of fighting. I think it's very much like a matrix as well. So we've got to be enlightened, and we've got to be in touch with the Lord and have all of the words ready from his Bible so that we can fight against the spiritual realm with all the tools that we are given. Praise the Lord. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I do lives now every day at 8 o'clock, and we come and talk about all the different things that can happen to you as a person or as a targeted individual, and how it all operates in that realm. It is a strange world, it is. Very strange. Praise the Lord. Oh dear. Hi everyone. If you can hear me, can you please give us a little wave or a hello? It's Ayesha from God FM, and I'm here to talk about spiritual warfare today. Fighting in the spiritual realm against the demonic realm, and having the right tools to fight in that realm, which includes the Bible and speaking the words of truth. The Bible, the only way to fight in this realm. I've just been talking with, hi, you can silence me. Hi, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it's great. I'm so glad we came on here to talk about it. Sorry we're late with the live, everyone. We were actually just talking with a friend from Canada, and she was telling us that she has found that this is all a spiritual war, and we both learned so very much in about an hour, didn't we, from this
Yes,
lady?
she was really good, very informative.
Very, very good, yeah. And what have you gathered from this discussion?
Uh, I do believe her in a sense. Like, I mean, I don't know about the two forms of being a TI though. Do
I think,
you?
well, I think they merge, actually. I do believe that the Bible tells me that the ruler of the world is the devil, and the governments and the principalities are spiritual, and they occupy the people that are put in positions of leadership. So the spiritual and the physical are merged in that way. So the leaders that's are actually possessed by demonic forces, or occupied by demonic realms, or controlled by demonic realms. Either way, it's different realities and different realms. And in the Bible, God always says, pray for your government and pray for your country, because it's God that protects your country and protects your leaders from being controlled by the demonic realm.
True, yeah.
So maybe that's what we actually need to do more of, more prayer against the demonic, but for the leaders, so that they're not going to be controlled and occupied by the demonic forces. Because you see, if we look at what's happening now, the world is occupied by demonic forces.
Yep.
Everybody. And it seems to be, it's really gone to the top, you know. It's not just the movie stars, it's all the government leaders. They're all demonically possessed. You can even see it, can't you?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I do believe a lot of stuff she's saying, and I just checked my the WhatsApp. She sent it to me the links for the YouTube videos privately. I mean, you know, I do believe it because, and then when she said she's in Ontario, I mean, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Ontario being heavily targeted. I talked to another one on here. His name is Expo, or is he Exposed? I don't know what. Forgets his first name is Mike, but he don't go by his, like, he don't put his first name in his TikTok or whatever, and he's in Ontario going through this too. So, you know, I was iffy first when she was start talking about stuff because, you
so
know,
was I.
if
So was
you
I.
know, that's why I messaged you. I was like, I don't know if I can stay on air because when she said Canada, I was like, you know, she's probably just on air to listen to me or something.
Yeah,
And then when she went on and kept going on and talking about it and stuff, like, yeah, everything she says makes sense.
absolutely. Um,
Right?
at the beginning, she said, "Oh, you know, of what she was saying." I thought, "Oh dear, you're not a targeted individual. What are you doing
That's
on the
what I
group?"
was saying. That's what I was saying. I was just like, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I messaged you. I was like, yeah, I can't stay on here.
That's so funny, isn't it?
I was like, I'm going.
Oh
This
my
is no
god,
random water fishing information. I'm gone.
it's madness. Honestly, I was like, "Oh no, crazy."
I, s- I just seen Heather popped up. I don't know if she's still there or not.
Yeah. Hi, Heather. I saw her as well. Uh, and I'm just putting please like, share, and comment. So I think that because obviously you've got a lot of people who are targeted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, and I believe she's right that if you are under this attack, it's because you're actually one of God's chosen children, and
And
He's.
like, oh yeah, she is there. She just got the number 1 glitter badge or whatever. So yeah, she is here.
Oh, she says,
Be
"Be
with you
with you
soon.
soon."
Oh yeah, she just said to be with you soon.
Oh, thank you, thank you. We look forward to having you up. We really like you.
Yes, last night I ended up falling asleep.
Oh my gosh, you missed the most amazing time. We
I
had.
was listening. I was lit on my side because my back was hurting so bad and I had the eating pad on it. I was lit on my side and just had my phone lodged down, listening to everybody, and that's all I remember.
It was. Oh, it was amazing.
I
There
was
was.
out.
There was so many of us on the live. Ghetto Prophet came on. JC was
I was
on
on when
there.
all of them were on,
Oh
but
yeah,
it was
Vicky.
when, remember, it got cut off the first time and you got on the second time.
Oh okay, yeah. Well,
I was on
after,
there for a while and then I ended up falling asleep.
what did you see Vicky come on? We had a lady called Vicky.
Yes, I follow her on TikTok too. She's certainly going through it, man.
Yeah,
She's
she's
been through
real
a
for going
lot.
through it. Yeah,
She's
and
been through a lot.
yeah, she's been through a lot. And I think our lady Kelly, who was talking to us, when she was saying, she said that if you are talking about it, it actually makes it happen more.
Well, this
So
is what Enlightened Target was saying last night there in the comments. I don't know if you seen his comments there. That's what he's saying. He said you guys all need a break from it or whatever, and just try to live life or whatnot. But you know, we try. It
yeah, yeah.
puts me to live life.
Well,
Like,
hello,
oh, Tyler's
Tyler.
here too.
Hi,
Hello,
Tyler.
ladies. How you doing?
Oh, very well. You know, I
Good.
think people are getting to know that I'm doing lives every day, aren't they? People are learning because I mean, I'm marketing it as much as I can. And it's nice to have something to look forward to every day. How are you doing, Tyler?
Oh, going. You already know, going through it, but I'm here, and that's what counts. So
Oh, praise the Lord. Well, I wanted to also say we've just been talking with Kelly, and Kelly has really helped us today. I was actually just phoning Shandy because she had phoned me on my landline, and I said it was
Evening,
too expensive.
everyone.
Hi,
Good
Heather.
evening.
I was just saying that we were just been talking with Kelly, and when I phoned Shandy back, I phoned her on the WhatsApp group of targeted individuals, which you guys have to join, okay, Tyler? And Heather, if you want to join as well. So we
Thank
were
you for
talking.
reminding me. Be right back. I'm going to do that right now.
Okay, so then, so while we were talking, this other lady came on, and she's a member of the targeted group, and she was chattering away, and we both, Shandy and I were like, I just started asking questions. I said, "Are you targeted?" And she went, "No, not anymore." And I
And
thought,
then
"Oh,
she said she was Canada too, and I was like,
oh,
I went over and private message Ayesha there, and I was like, I don't think I can stay on this chat, but I don't think she's a TR. I think she's just there probably fishing information from me because like she's saying she's from Canada and going through. Like I'm not saying there's nobody. I know there's other ones from Canada going through because I speak to them myself.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the way the stuff she was going on with on the first of it, I was like, that don't sound like you're in TI, like. And then I was like, I don't know about that. But then as she started talking more and going on, like the way the stuff she was telling us, and she told us a bunch of YouTubers to go on and start watching and listening to all their videos and stuff. Like, I'm gonna do it when I get a chance,
yeah, yeah.
just to see the information and stuff like that. Because I mean, like I said, the attacks are so heavy all the time. Like it is non-stop. I mean, every day for me is chaos. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
that's what they got my life evolved around. Just chaos. And
I
I
know.
mean,
It
here lately is to do with my kids.
well,
Like,
it's about everybody in your family as well. I mean, and it's hard to believe that it's just a spiritual war. It really is because it's manifesting in the physical world, and you're seeing it, and you're like, "This is real people doing this shit to me." This isn't
yes.
just a spiritual war. I've seen the people doing it. But when you realize they're occupied by the demonic entities, then I think she's right. And maybe we all just need to start looking at it in that way. And
Yeah.
we need to just do lots of deliverance prayers because we already had another guy on here yesterday, and he was saying, he's able to stop most of it by praying. So I'm going to actually make a suggestion, which probably will sound a little bit far and out there, about hi, Heather. I'm just about to make a suggestion about doing a joint fast and prayer of 7 days
That sounds
together.
good to me. I tried to eat my food tonight. That's why I said I'll be right back. I was trying to eat some food, but I just have no appetite at all tonight.
Yeah, and then we could all eat together on the show and pray together over our food and eat together like we would a family. So fasting during the day, not eating, having coffee and things, and then saving your meal time for in the community of praying together, and and there'll be prayer and fasting prayers that'll give us all, and it'll be a joint effort to pray together against this attack.
Yeah.
I think it'll be quite successful. We could do 7-day fasts on and off, couldn't we? So
That
that
sounds good. It's kind of what I
And
do
like I was
anyway.
saying to Essa, boys, you just have to be careful who you're communicating with here on TikTok. I don't know if you guys were on the live that night. His name was Ye God something. He was getting on with about watching these frequency videos, and it helps with all the attacks, and to download this app and to be listening to these frequency videos all the time. Well, I had another one go off on me today. He did. He went off on me today because I wasn't messaging. Okay, apparently, I'm not messaging him back fast enough, and I'm a perp, and I was sent by agents.
That's ridiculous. Just
I
because you
said to
didn't
him,
message back
I
quick
said
enough.
to him, I said, what are they doing? I said, they must be really messing with you, man, because I was like, you're beyond paranoid. Like, I'm sorry, this is stuff we don't want to hear being called and stuff like that. But man, like, come on.
Yeah, but things are bad when we are even calling each other paranoid.
It sounds like a jealous, partner that's demanding that you message back quick enough. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, "Oh, you haven't been messaging me back fast." And I'm like, he's like, I feel like he said he said, in my opinion, because I said to him, this is how I respond. I said, sorry, I'm only just seeing your messages, been busy or whatever, been on lives and stuff like that. And then he comments back, about, oh, he's like, he said, I figured that, he said, everybody, this is what he told me on the phone, that everybody he talks to that's like us,
Yeah.
apparently, he says, these agents stops him from communicating with these people again. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not one of them. I said, I communicate back and forth with any TI, that's like myself, unless I feel you're a perp. My discernment tells me something ain't right about you, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop talking to you.
Yeah.
Always listen to
So,
your gut.
yes,
Always.
and then he messaged me back, well, I feel you're the perp. And he's like, agents taking my way. And then I wrote back again. I was like, man, I said, they must be really messing with you, because I said, you're gotten way too paranoid. Did I block them?
I suppose these things do make you paranoid,
Yeah.
but there's ways and means on how to deal with people. Just because someone's not messaging back quick enough, well, I'll tell you, he wouldn't like me, because I tend to message back when I remember, and when I remember, well, how long's a piece of string? It's the truth.
I mean, the thing is, I can tell you that there's.
Explaining myself, this is how I always been. And me having a good heart and thinking that everybody's out there got good intentions for you, they're your friend, they're this, they're that. I always seen what you would call the red flags in people. Right? I always seen it, I always noticed it, I ignored it. Right? That
Yeah.
was my problem. I ignored it. So now with all this going on, and open my eyes even more, I'm just like, my discernment is so strong now. I'm just like, like I say to you in an expression, like, I can smell them a mile away. Not
Yep.
literally smell them, but you know what I mean. Like I can spot them out a mile away. I know you can tell he was a perp.
Yep.
It's a bit like
And
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, smell you later.
yes, and I mean, like, to get on with this stuff to you, like, I mean, this two or three other so-called TIs, because far as I'm concerned, I don't think you are one, because TI, you shouldn't be going after or going at someone else that's going through the same situation as you, because you should have more empathy
I
Absolutely.
towards people.
And that's how I
Tell
identify
you
if
what,
somebody
yes,
is fake. Because if they start being horrible, I just think, no, you can't be a real targeted individual, because you're getting really
no,
nasty and bossy and controlling. And I've had it as well where people are just so horrible and they say
yes.
nasty things. Like I've had one person call me a whore. And then, because I hadn't replied quickly enough and things. And I was like, oh my goodness me. And I have one method, and all I do is I just block. Don't
Yeah, that's
reply,
what I did.
and I
I
block.
blocked after I sent the last message. I was like,
Yep.
not even waiting for you to reply back to that. Said the last thing I had to say and block.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
you know
People that
what?
aren't worth your
Some of
time.
them, you can tell some of them that are too, or are agents and stuff too. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it on your TikTok. You'll see their message and you're like, something ain't right about that person. Then you'll block them, and then he comes back on your TikTok again.
hmm
Well,
The
Yeah.
I got a
message
really
just still
weird
comes
message
through, but they're
today.
supposed to be blocked.
Well, I've had it on WhatsApp. I block people, and then they're not blocked anymore, and I go, "You're a perp.
Yeah, because
You must be."
they're into our phones, see, and they're unblocking themselves.
That's right. I'm like, you obviously really like me.
See, I got a
It's
I
like,
went
random
to that.
message
I went
today.
to that on Facebook, and I went to that on Instagram, and even on TikTok when I first got it. What I was telling you, how this all started with me and my ex coworker. I had her blocked on everything, and then her regular pages she was using. She had two pages. She had a regular Facebook and that, and then she had a page that she made on there, and then she was on Instagram. She was on this. I had all her stuff blocked. She unblocked
yeah,
it,
they
and then she kept
disappear
making fake
back. Like,
pages.
I mean, when you block somebody, I mean, their messages aren't supposed to still come through or appear back on your social media.
Yeah, and then she kept making fake pages, and I had to keep blocking those too. It was crazy. I went through that for like 6 months straight.
Madness.
It was an
Absolutely.
iPhone message I got today, and I don't have many people like messaging me. And it came through and it was just a number, so it's not in my book, my contacts or anything like that. And it just said hello. And I've not answered it. I'm not answering it because I don't know who it is. And that's weird.
You don't have to.
People don't message me out of the blue.
I
Wow.
try I try to respond to people like as soon as possible, especially if I know it's other TIs, because I understand, because I know like what we're all going through. But then at the same time, you got to understand too. It's like if we don't answer back right away or something, we're getting tortured. So it's like we got all this stuff going on. We're trying to communicate with each other and talk to each other when we can.
See, I don't give my number out. So I don't know who's got my number to contact me. No one should. I just dropped you, Ayesha, a message on WhatsApp, so you should have my WhatsApp number now as well, my phone number. But I
Okay.
don't give my number out to people, so a random message just saying hello is a bit strange for me. So that's why I've not replied to it, because I don't know who it is. And
Enlightened Target, what's your name, bro? What did he say his name was?
Oh, his name's Gary.
I just wanted to make sure because I gave him a shout out on one of my freestyle videos. And I was hoping, I was like, I think his name's Gary, but I shouted him out in it. I think it was in the one the most recent one that I just did.
Okay. Yeah. He says he's going to come on tomorrow.
Yeah, much love, brother.
Yeah.
We see you in here,
Yeah.
and we know you're a real one too. So
It's great to have the support, isn't it? And it's great to have a little community of people who have the same things going on, and we can all talk about the strange things, and the behavior of people.
oh,
It's
I have a
crazy.
story to tell you. I got a story to tell you. So so they had me up all night torturing me again, right? I finally fell asleep this morning at like 9 o'clock this morning, right? So I go to sleep. They made me have a dream where I was like having sex with a chick that I grew up with when I was younger, that I was friends with, that I went to like middle school and high school with, and that. And this is a chick that I've never had a relationship with, nothing like that. We were just friends. And they made me have a dream that I had that was like having sex with her or something. And then I woke up and then they were laughing about it. And I'm like, you guys are dicks, man. Like, really?
Oh my goodness. I had a dream last night, and it was about freezing and recooking salmon and then freezing it and recooking it kind of thing. It was like recycled salmon, and it was being served as food to everyone. And it was like gross. I was like, why am I getting this dream?
Maybe because remember when you were making jokes about it? Throw the salmon in their face and shit. Maybe that's why they made you have that dream. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like a wet fish in the face.
Yeah, remember when you were making that joke? Maybe that's why they did that.
Maybe.
I think that's why I had that dream other night too, about where they were telling me to join them and stuff, and to leave my kids alone. Where we were talking about it on the live, see?
Yeah.
I
See?
haven't slept yet. I am
Really?
absolutely shattered. I'm not going to stay on as late tonight. But
Wow.
yeah, the dog was jumping on me at 7 o'clock this morning. I was still lying there wide awake.
Well, I
Crazy.
didn't go to
Just had
sleep.
to get up and take him out.
Well, I ended up falling asleep on the live last night when everybody was on there. I went and I had the eating pad on my back where I was in so much pain. I was lit on my side, and I just had my phone lodged down, just listening to you. And that's all I remember until I woke up again later on at some point. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I kind of did the same because my microphone stopped working for whatever reason. I just started listening to you guys, and I cuddled down and I kind of dozed off for like 5 minutes, and then I was kind of mostly awake again. But yeah,
Oh, thank you. Someone's just sending loads and loads of lovely things to me. Thank you. Is it Match? My Mix. Hello. Oh, I'm very good.
They're
How are
on
you?
TikTok.
How are you guys? All right? You can come up and talk if you want.
Yeah,
Um,
You just added me on here like just before I jumped on the live with you guys. I think she's another TI.
She
Oh,
is, and she makes really good videos. Really, you want to check out her page.
I'm inviting her
I
up.
love her videos. I love
Oh,
them.
it'd be great to talk with you. Could you come up, please? It'd be nice to say hi and find out what's happening. I think more and more people are telling people about the lives every day, 8 o'clock. It's quite a good way of getting marketing, isn't it? That we can all come together, 8 o'clock TikTok every day.
Because I've
Yep,
noticed there's
not
not many
FM,
other
not
British
AM.
people.
No, I think there are, but they're scattered. And I think they shadow ban us so they can't reach us. Oh, hello. How are you doing? What is it? Match my
Match
mix.
my mix.
What's your
Yeah.
real name? Or can you say your name?
Yeah, it's Aaliyah.
Alio. Lovely to meet you, Alio. I'm Ayesha.
Nice, nice, nice. This is all I always come across your lives and I'm like, I want to get up there. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like stop in, say what up. I always see you guys, yeah.
How you doing,
Uh,
Aaliyah? My name's Ty. I'm from Jersey in the U.S.
Yo, right now I'm in Oregon, Portland.
Okay.
Hey,
wow.
girl.
Yo, what up? Dude,
This is
this
it. This
this
is
is
it.
some crazy stuff.
How you
It
doing?
is.
Love from Scotland.
Oh my
England.
god.
Okay.
What?
It's funny though. It's funny, but it's not funny that it was. We're all over the world, and all the same crap is happening to us. Like,
What I don't get is like there's so many of us, but I can't find anybody near me, and I know they're out
no.
here.
See,
Yeah.
Yup.
I'm the same way.
I'm like, where's my? And I reach out, you know. I'm like, okay, I put my location like anybody in Oregon, you know, but no one's like coming back to me. I'm like, God damn, is anybody out there?
It's all part of the smear
There.
campaign because they want everybody around you to feel like you're going nuts, like this shit really ain't happened to you, even though it is, and you got proof of it.
Okay. Man, man. But I okay, so what really caught my attention, you guys, was when you guys were talking about dreams. So I noticed they do a lot of dream manipulation to
Yeah.
me, and they are,
Yep.
I don't know if I could say this on here, but like when it's sexual, I feel like they cloak their energy in familiar faces that we know, but it's actually them doing whatever, manipulating whatever, or energy harvesting or something. Because I noticed, like, Ty, you said it was somebody that you knew, but when you woke up, you heard laughing and all that.
Yeah, because I'm experiencing the V2K stuff, so I know for a fact it's corrupt
Yeah.
my old neighbors that are doing it to me.
Yeah, same. And it's so crazy when you want to talk about V2K, but then it's like other TIs, I dealt with other TIs that were like, they hushed me up. I'm not gonna even joke. I'm not joking. I'm not even in their chat anymore because they didn't want me talking about V2K because they didn't want to get discredited because they're like, we're all about making a movement. We don't want to be associated with someone that's talking about V2K and that's not something you can prove. And I'm like, but this is also the darker side of this targeting stuff is the V2K and getting hit with direct energy. Like I get pokes, throbs, like my whole limb would twitch. Like, but don't get me on those little stings. Like if you say something they don't like, they'll fucking zap you. Sorry, excuse my
Yes.
language.
Yes. Yes. And I mean, they're at the point with me now. I mean, they've been with me with the direct energy for that long. Like the last, I'd say, a couple weeks here. I mean, I think they're trying to paralyze me. Like it's my neck, my shoulders, my lower back. My skin is always burning. Like
Yeah, the skin. Don't I don't even know, man. They're trying to cause, I feel like, cancer in us. Seriously.
it's
You see my
something.
you see my face from the burns from them hitting me with the radiation and shit. Look at this shit.
Oh wow.
And they are trying to literally like snap my neck and like crack my skull like every day with this shit. I swear to God, literally, like they'll start like twisting my neck back and forth, and sometimes it gets to the point where I lose my voice, It's choking me
Oh
while
my
I can't breathe.
God.
Yeah, where I literally won't be able to breathe, like they're choking me, and they'll be laughing when they do it, or they're like screaming in my ear, like threatening me and shit. Yeah,
See, and this is what pisses me off, like, because it's like, you want to, I just want to get my lick back. Like, like, see, okay, you
you
guys,
want to
I got a
swing on them?
question
I
for you
know. You can
guys.
say it. You can say it because I want to swing on them too. Real shit.
Okay,
But we're,
like, I
but we're here because we
tried,
gotta let God do it.
and not to sound really rude, but I'm tired of praying for these people. I don't pray anymore for them. Like, how everyone's like, pray for your gang stalkers, but it's like, uh-uh.
No.
Like, I don't know about you guys. I'm sorry. I believe in God all the way. Like, I know there's a higher power out there, but man, this whole thing will push you to a point where you're like, it's to the point where it made me, I'll tell you the truth. They target me with a certain type of people, like, let's say, I'm just gonna throw this out there, with a whole bunch of Mexicans, right? It will make me so say prejudiced things and start hating Mexican people because they will push a lot of Mexican gang stalkers towards me, and then I would have to be like, okay, wait. Now I'm starting to get aggressive and start hating like Mexicans, or either they'll do it with Asians and I'll start hating like the Asian community. It just this is a sick shit that they do to me, you guys. Like,
It is.
It's
And
well, no,
that's
it's not your fault because
green.
they're actually racist, and then they're pushing the racist stuff on you, and they're putting racist thoughts in your head to try to make you think
yeah.
and feel that way. But it's actually them. Because I can tell you for one thing, the police that are doing it to me, they lived in my old area. Every one of them that works for that station is all white people, all whites.
We're all easier to
Interesting.
control when we're mentally fractured.
And I'm
Yeah.
not racist at all. I mean, I grew up around black people.
Yeah.
I got black cousins. I grew up around Spanish people. I grew up around Asian people. I'm not like that at all. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm white and I'm Italian, but that's how I grew up. And I'm not like that at all. Everyone that knows me knows I'm not. But I'm telling you, the people that are doing this to me, and probably the ones doing it to you, they're racist, and they try to there's an endless list of stuff that they will literally try to force to put it through your head to try to get you to think like them. They put
Mm-hmm.
they'll put dangerous
Racist.
thoughts through your head. They'll put disgusting sexual stuff through your head.
Yes. Yes.
Then
Yes.
they'll do. They won't only put it in your head; they'll do it to you too.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Sick. It's
I'm
fucking
so
sick.
glad I could talk to you guys about this because I'm telling you, I thought I can trust other targeted individuals, but they try to shun me off because this is the stuff I was trying to bring out, and they wanted to
That's
consider
not real.
themselves.
I don't believe they're real TIs. I think there's a lot of.
That's what but we have to understand all of our targeting isn't the same though. It is the same, but it's also like not everybody gets the direct energy weapons or like the V2K, or some don't even notice the color coordination of the vehicles. Do you guys?
No, I don't
Yes,
notice.
yes, yes.
I've been through all that, so I know exactly what you're saying. How they'll be following you around, they stalk you, they're harassing you, they're trying to cause you to get into accidents. They'll even go as far as
Yes.
destroying your property. They'll try to destroy your car, put key marks in it. They'll put dents in your car. They'll try to
Uh-huh.
hit your car, everything.
I don't even know how they got inside of my car one time. Like there was like like as if they use a box cutter to cut the driver's seat where your back is. Just like not maybe like an inch of a cut, but it's like what? How did you even get inside? But I don't. I stop asking how anymore. Once you realize how deep this goes, you just stop asking how. Like everybody's in this.
I talked to a few TIs that were on here where they were breaking into people's houses, going in their houses, and they were stealing stuff from them, like their mail and clothing, like personal things that that was theirs. And then you'll come home and be like, "Where's my stuff at? Where'd this go? Where'd that go?" And it's because
Mm-hmm.
they're breaking into your house when you're not home, and it's called cloaking, and they secretly do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how the
They've
hell
been
they
in
get
my
in people's
house.
houses either, but they do. And they can hack all your internet. They can hack your cell phone, your computers. If you got like cameras on the outside of your house, they can tap in and hack in your cameras. They can even hack into your dash cam if you got one in your car.
Yes. You want to know what's so crazy? Let me tell you guys this. Sorry to like talk, you guys, like this, but oh my God, I got recording audio of maintenance coming into my place, but I had a webcam, not a webcam, just a regular camera, not hooked up to the Wi-Fi. I had a SIM card in there. But let me tell you, for some reason, it caught them going in. I mean, it didn't catch them coming in or leaving, but the audio on my recorder caught it. But what I'm saying is, how are they able to get in without being seen and get out without being seen? Unless they shut off my whole power to my place.
That's how advanced their technology is now.
But like my camera wasn't hooked. It just had a SD card in it, and it was hooked up to my wall, like for electricity. That's what I'm like, man.
That's part of how they do it also. Believe it or not. I'm telling you, you would not believe me and the ladies here, we and a few other people. Gary, who's in here, he's in Enlightened Target, and a bunch of people. While we've been talking on Ayesha's platform, we've been discussing this. The kind of technology that these scumbags have, you would not believe. You would not
I
believe.
know.
I mean,
But they
at this
doesn't.
point, there's nothing that you can question because they can literally do anything that you could
You
think
know,
of.
I'll leave, right? I have a camera pointing outside, and I got one inside. And you know, you can have as many cameras as you want. So don't matter if they'll just act it anyways. But what they'll do, they'll shut it down when you leave your house, right? So you can't access it on your phone. And then when you get home and you go back through the footage, it shows it all played through perfectly fine. Don't show nothing. I think they cut it out when they come into buildings, home.
Oh, yeah.
That of
This
them coming in somehow, and then they replace it with just overlap it with normal footage.
That's exactly what they do. Or like say if you caught something, right? And then like say like if you got the camera in the front of your house and then you see them passing back and forth, what they'll do is they'll rewind the footage and then they'll take the part where you can't see them passing and then they'll just like repeat it so it just keeps repeating that same thing so that it
Yes,
lasts over and
yes.
covers the footage that you got on them.
I got a video. I don't know if it's on this TikTok account or not. I mean, this is my 13 account now. They banned them all, but exactly what happened. It was like they were glitching out
they'll
Yep.
do that
in
on
the
my
footage.
phone when I record things.
Hey, they was
Oh
doing
yeah,
that to me.
they does that to
They
me
was doing
too.
that to me too. When I first got to this platform, when I didn't even know how to make content or nothing, they was hitting me like that. They could jump through this algorithm, but this whole MK program, man, that shit had me so jacked up. Like, I felt like this shit was speaking to me through the algorithm. I felt like I was controlling this shit.
That's true. Like they would have the first thing, like a video, the first video that's on TikTok is like something that resonates with you, and it's
Dude,
like, wait a minute, are you sending a message here,
yes,
motherfuckers? Like
no, but
what?
then you try to
Yes, they are.
swipe, and then the next one is saying the same thing, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, and then you swipe again, and you're like, no, dude, no, man. You start they weaponize that fucking algorithm, try to brain control your shit.
Yeah, because
I
I
Tried
know,
that
it's
shit on me,
crazy.
man.
that's how I
Dude,
figured
another
out it was
thing
going
too.
on at first. They did that same thing with me, and then I was like, "Am I bugging, or did they take control of my app, and are they like purposely doing this?" And then I
Dude,
figured out from hearing from other people, they were like, "Yeah, they're doing that."
hey, and then another thing too is that I don't see no more, but that prayer thing that they put up with the automatic, the voice, the weird brainwashing, it's like a weird put you in a trance. That voice of God thing that's plays a 24-hour live stream, and you hop on there, and then it's like mesmerizing. You're like, whoa, and then it's just like you got to be careful with that shit. I don't see that no more, but that's one of the tactics is they try to throw us in a psychosis. Once you're in a psychosis, they could, man, you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, all the
They hit
things
us
that
at
I
a
used to look up
man.
on here and things I was interested in that I would like post and things I'd be looking at because I'm a big fan of like lowrider cars and stuff and tally stuff and that, and I don't even see nothing like that no more. I used to look up like because I'm big in like nature too, so I'd love like looking up like flowers and like dragonflies and like animals, things like that. I don't see none of that no more. Like nothing. Anything you're interested in, they know what you like, and then they
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
purposely change the algorithm on here so that you can't see none of that.
Well, they do that, and then they can also with the eye trackers, so they know what your eyeball is looking at. So they can even tell what shocks you, what you pause to look at. So they can control with the whole keep with taking hijacking your nervous central system. They could just keep throwing stuff up that pops in your feed that they know if it bothers you or not. That's why I'm saying the most
Uh-huh.
important thing, the most important number one factor with that people have to do is to learn how to respond and not react. Once you can do
Uh-huh.
that takes a giant hit off your back, because then they kind of takes a weapon from them. They hijacked your central nervous system, and they want to keep you in fight or flight mode. From there, you're easier to control. So once you can learn how to respond and not react, even if you have to fake it, learn how to look with your peripherals when you're looking at your phone. If you see something pop up, don't look at it. Keep it in your peripheral, and just because it throws their shit off, and then they don't have weapons to use against you no more. You have to learn these
What's
little
your name again, bro?
tactics they do. Ghetto Prophet, but you can find me at Chosen One WON 555.
Ghetto
Chosen
Prophet. All
One
right.
555.
But
My
what I
bad.
really
Yeah.
I should
notice
ask
is
you.
the people that come after us are like the one, like I call them bots. How you can
They
just
do.
tell they don't even have that. They're not even like,
You could look at the
uh,
photo, dude. You could look at the circular photo that they have on the profile, and I swear I could see it on the profile picture. I swear I could see it on the profile picture. I'm like,
mhm.
this is nefarious. This is nefarious. This ain't good. I can feel it. I can see it. It's so weird. I don't like, man, on the profile picture. And when you're really getting the first attacked, and they're putting this program against you and trying to brainwash you and shit, they use the man. It like you guys be talking about when I was sitting here listening. The level of the AI technology that they have, dude. That's
Uh-huh.
why it's so important. That's why the shepherds in the Bible are so powerful. It represents being able to control your thoughts. You have to take control of your mind. And that's what this whole chosen one thing is, man. When God sits you down, isolates your ass, you don't have nobody around you. It's a spiritual attack, so you don't have anybody to go to. They block your feed, so you can't even hop on here and find out the information you need to get you through. They block it from
Uh-huh.
you, so you're stuck there, blinded. And from there, man, God will sit you down and make you go inside of yourself. That's the
Yup.
only place you can find the truth.
Yup.
It's so crazy, man. I can't. Yeah, man.
I hear you guys
This
talk, and I'm just like, man, it's like I feel like I've known you my whole life because I can relate to you so much better than I can relate to people that I grew up with, man. It's crazy. Like, because everything you
I don't
say,
even talk to people
I've
anymore. I
experienced
just
it.
ignore people. I don't answer my call for people that were in my past life. They were all part of the
Okay.
abandonment and the betrayal and everything else.
Exactly. I was gonna ask you guys about that. Have you found your
Yeah.
family members doing things or like,
yes, yes.
Yup.
yeah,
Everybody hit me at the same time. Everybody, even my kids were
yeah.
turned and weaponized against me, all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a
That's how
fact.
I know it's
It was
spiritual.
like everybody
That's how I know.
switched up. It was like everybody switched up overnight. It was just like,
It was
bam.
so weird. It was all coordinated, even with people that didn't even know each other.
It
Yeah.
was a little bit over time with me, but it's the same thing with me. It took maybe like a year in time, but it was like slowly but surely. It was just like one after the other.
I
I
think
just
that's
don't.
what it is, though. That's the part where God's showing you people's true character. So this has been going on around us the whole time. We just didn't realize it.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Yeah, because I
and
can
then
tell you,
God shows
I've been
you.
dealing with it for probably like, I would say like a year and a half now. But probably for like the first 6 months it was happening when I was still going through like the gang stalking, people following me around and that, all my stuff getting hacked. I wasn't too sure at the time what was going on because I didn't have all the information I needed on it. But then like after like a year of dealing with it every day nonstop, I started putting all the pieces together and I'm like, yep, I know that this is real and this shit's going on.
They started
I
this a long,
almost
long
I
time
was
ago.
I was convinced in the beginning. I actually did. I got dropped off at a mental spot. I was going to check myself in, even though I had evidence. I already had evidence. If I hadn't have been documenting this thing from day one, I would have completely thought I was insane. Um, I fucking got dropped off, and then I realized, man, like you're saying, people abandon you. Fucking, I look out the window. My pops dropped me off. I look out the window, and that motherfucker's old, and he's sprinting to his truck, and he's whoop takes up out of there. That shit crushed my soul. I was like, I'm out of here. I walked like 20 miles on the freeway to get back, and ever since then, that right there, your own father, when your own father does that, that was it for me. That was it. I was like, man,
Yep.
Okay, but the thing I have a question about is when they get your kids, I don't have kids, but when they get your kids involved, what are they telling your kids and what are they
This is
giving your
what I
kids?
would love to know because they did this to my oldest. I have 3 kids and they did it to my oldest.
I
They,
don't
they,
think
Like
it's
they
at
gave them
actually.
a
first,
I don't
smear
think.
at
campaign.
I don't
first,
think it's actually like necessarily words that they're sitting your kid down and telling you to do. I think it's energies. It's just energies that move through. That's how this
But you
thing works,
can't
man.
like when they leave like when I can't like with my ex. Didn't even know until everything just hit the fan, hit like at once. But like leaving things around, doing certain things, it's like I don't
yes,
know if it's energy though. I because it's you I don't know. I really don't
I had the
know.
same thing happen to me. Like when it first went down, my oldest believed it all because he seen all the Wi-Fi's at the Wi-Fi act all the time. He couldn't sign to his school account for the see his work, his PlayStation account, nothing. They literally locked him out of everything like they did to me. And he believed
Yeah,
it.
I
Then it
went
was
through. I
just
went
like
through.
then it just went like overnight. He just switched up. He started. He never had friends. Like he was always bullied in school and everything. And all of a sudden, he just had this big friend group, which weren't good influences. Started, doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, acting out in the house. Getting angry and stuff all the time. Doing stuff around my house, like he would deliberately say stuff
But
to me, like say
how old
steal
is your
stuff
kid?
to
How
me.
old? How old? How old?
He's almost 18.
What's the age? That's part of it right there. To be
And
honest, that's part of it.
then he goes,
At
like, you,
18, you think you know it all. At 18, you think you done got it all figured out. Your balls are dropping, your testosterone spikes, you're getting more testosterone, you ain't never had it before. He's going through puberty, he's glowing, he's probably out there glowing, his charisma's shining, he's got more friends now. He probably bulked up over the summer, came back a different person. So that's what I'm saying, like these connections that we make, we have to be careful with these connections because doesn't mean that every
no,
single
but it's
thing.
not, it's not just that stuff. It's like, I forget your name again. Match my mix.
Aaliyah, you just call me
Elliot.
Match.
Okay, Mitch. I it's like what you're saying. It's not just the stuff that we notice is in puberty. Like he will go around and
Yeah.
deliberately do stuff. Like he used to say to me, "Okay, he go, I got him a phone, a new phone. Me and his dad did the following Christmas because his other one cracked out." And I said, the point of your having a phone is for me to be able to contact you. So he used to always put it on do not disturb. Come on whenever he want. And he
But
come on.
friend,
He knew I had all the doors locked up and I had extra whatever inside those because they were coming in my house and stuff. And when he come in nighttime, you know what he would say to me? Better lock that door so the cops and the ambulance don't get you.
he's just giving you a hard time. He's giving you a hard time.
But
You got to
I
realize
noticed
he's
that
probably,
No,
sometimes
but
no,
he's,
that
no.
they
but
do
listen,
get
he's
they do get
probably
your kids
listen.
though.
He's probably listening to rap music. He probably doesn't have his vessels like his doorways blocked up. He's probably getting bad influence. You know, I went through the same stuff. It sounds your son sounds like how I was. I was a punk little kid.
Well, when you hit puberty, that's the ideal time for spiritual attack, demonic attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
they include them
always
in the smear
happens to
campaign. So
kids
you got to
through
understand
But
too,
puberty.
whatever's being
I
said
mean,
about
it's
you, that's
more
what
than
that's
just
what they're
like.
thinking, or that's
But
what they've
people
been
don't
being
understand.
told.
But
Also,
people don't understand it was more to it than that. Like I mean, he do
well,
stuff around the house here. He
No,
do
I
stuff
hear
with my
you.
belongings. I lock the door and then he purposely unlock the deadbolt. Or if I tell him not to leave the house unattended without being locked. He keep all the doors unlocked. Then if I go somewhere with my kids. And I'd say, "Oh, well, you're going out with your buddies. Doors being locked there now. Nobody is. I'm not leaving the doors unlocked for anybody going through all this crap." He'd be gone. I wouldn't be gone somewhere. Not 10 minutes. He'd be gone. Mom, you coming home yet? My stomach hurts. It's too hot outside. Every single time, too.
that sounds
It's like
normal.
he
That
was.
sounds normal, dude. All my stepkids and shit, all my kids bug the shit out their mom like that. Bug the shit out of her like that. They
I
all
don't
do it.
know, but he
But I'll
didn't.
tell you one thing. They
You
sent me
just
a
have to
honey pot
you just have
before
to
I even
display.
knew.
You just got to teach your son about the fruits of the spirit. You got to just display fruits of the spirit and just show him patience, kindness, understanding. You just got to demonstrate it for him. And then once people are slandering you, and he gets a little bit more knowledgeable, and he's actually seeing you displaying the fruits of the spirit, he'll know that ain't my mom. You better stop talking about my mom like that. You know what I'm saying? When
But that's
people are
not.
slandering you behind your back, they're eventually they're gonna be like, why is my mom always the one not talking smack? Why is my mom always the one that has patience and kind? And who are these people talking smack? You know what I'm saying? So you just everything you have to worry about what you can control for yourself, and just display the fruits. You'll be fine. You just gotta
But that is another but it is like that could be targeting from the inside out because that's
This is
a
what I'm saying. And I mean, he used to say it'd be more than that. He like, I mean, he'd be like, oh, you're delusional, you're this or that. Like, it's stuff being stalkers would say to you.
I ended up taking. I after a while of nobody believing me, they all know now because I've been sat right in front of people and been hacked. Like brand new phones right out the box. Why you got a new phone? You got 3 of them already. I'm like, I'm hacked. And then I open it and I activate it. Bloop, told you, look, they hacked me already. You know, so people know now. But I used to, for about a year and a half, I was totally okay with being.
And then there were
They was calling me
circumstances,
Looney
okay,
Tunes and shit. Looney
with
Tunes. Like
all
I was
with
okay
all
with it.
with this all
I was
going
like,
down,
fuck it.
stuff like that. I mean, okay, yeah, he got new friends and everything else, but it was other weird stuff. He'd have money all the time that I didn't give him. That he said that he got from the kid's parents. That he ran away once for a full week. Couldn't even come back. I couldn't even get the cops to come and back to bring him back here. And then when he comes back here, this kid's parents gives my son $150. $150.
That don't
that's
sound good.
wow.
This is
He's
what
probably,
I'm
sell,
saying.
he's
Nobody.
probably
This is
selling weed or something.
part. This is
He's probably
not.
selling
No.
weed.
It's targeting. It's roping. It's roping. It's
That is part of
involved.
this program where they offer people you don't understand the lengths that they'll go to. They'll offer to give
Yes.
people money. They will offer to buy you brand new fucking cars to stalk people
Yeah.
and follow them.
Yes.
Like they will put the money out to do it. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
get it. It's the upper fucking dorks. It's the one-eyed dorks all the way at the top. They have 99.9% of all the money that's in circulation anyways. They own all the money, so throwing away large amounts of money for these stupid fucking projects ain't nothing to them. They don't
Okay, but
care.
another thing is how the honeypots, how they send in lovers and all this, and isn't that kind of like I don't want to say this, I don't want it to flag your life, but like isn't that prostitution though? Like sending
Exactly
in
what it is.
like people to do these things, and then it's like you're getting paid for it. Like
Let me tell you something, Leah. My ex coworker, the one that set up this whole thing with me a year and a half ago, she's actually a prostitute. And the reason why she got away with doing a lot of things she did to me is because she got family that are cops and she was sleeping with a cop. So there you go. And
Ew.
she
oh
does porno.
dang,
She actually does porn.
see
Seriously?
they
Porn?
Yeah.
I
If
mean, the
she-
way
That's
I look at it, and the
awful.
way I see it, if you're really targeted and doing targeting and stuff like that. Like, there's no, what's the word I'm trying to say? Coincidence. Like, shit is
yeah, for
happening.
sure.
Shit is happening to you for a reason.
yeah, like
I came to the conclusion there is no privacy. No one, even though we're being stalked and all this, everyone else they're being surveillanced too.
yeah, they
I
just
believe
don't know
that.
it.
I believe it.
Yeah,
They just don't
it's
know it.
like
They're
no
not.
one. There's no such thing as privacy here, and there's no such thing as like trying to stop. You know, there just isn't privacy. Like never was and never will be. Our government is so nosy, it's ridiculous. They'll know if there's corn in your shit. So
It's
Exactly.
mad. It really is unbelievable.
Well, like I was telling you, we were talking to a lady there not too long ago before we came on live, and you probably can explain it better than I do. And she was getting us to understand that there is two forms targeting.
Yeah, she said there
of
was a
what?
government form and then there's the spiritual form, but I believe they merge because the devil runs the world and all the
Uh huh.
governments work for the devil, and then
It's
their
a
people
satanic
are
system.
occupied by demons, so the whole thing's merged together. So, because it's
I
we are
agree.
legion, isn't it? We are legion. That's why one guy who says something to you says the same shit that your parents said to you when you were 10. And you're like, how did you know to say that to trigger me,
Yeah.
because you
Uh-huh.
didn't know me when I was 10 and you don't know
Exactly.
my parents. So what are you,
Exactly.
you're talking shit to me, and,
Yeah, exactly. Because you
and
can
you're
read
like,
your thoughts.
it's We Are Legion, you're like, oh, right. Because you can almost see it in their personality and the way they're speaking. Their face changes, you know? It's a funny face. So I think, anyway. But you can't always see them because when they turn, it's very sudden and you're not expecting it. It's like
If you,
from the side.
yeah, if you're experiencing the V2K shit, you can literally, it's almost like they have a map of your brain and they're tapped into it. So they can go as far back as when you were like 2 years old and know things about you that people don't know. Like they can read all of your thoughts. They know everything
Yeah.
you're thinking, everything you're picturing in your head all the time.
Yeah. That's the
And
crazy part.
they know everything. Everything.
They know your next move, your former move,
But
your move 10 steps away. They know everything.
by the way,
Like,
don't
believe it or
smoke.
not.
Don't smoke on the live. Put a picture up if you're going to smoke because I keep getting restricted on my lives because people are smoking and they don't like it. Sorry. And I got banned yesterday and I managed to get the account back, but it's because of all the restrictions.
Yeah. That's
So you can
that's why
always
we're trying to do
just
it off camera. But yeah,
so
they
you can
they,
what
they,
you
they
can
know
do,
everything.
you can
They,
just put a
they,
piece of paper in front of your camera
yeah.
while you're having a cigarette.
But yeah, they know every relationship you've been in. They know every job you've worked at. They know who all
Cause
your
they
friends
sit.
are. They know your whole family. They know everything. Everything.
Oh, it's mad, honestly. And we appear crazy because, as I say, this bloke that I was talking to, like, will say something that my parents would say to me when I was 10 years old, and I'm like, "What? How do you know about that?" And I think I'm going crazy too because I'm like, "Hey, what?" And it's hard to hold on to your scruples. I mean, I think I've lost all my marbles. I think they're all rolled down the hill. I've just accepted I have gone nuts. But at
Well,
least I've got a few friends who've gone nuts as well.
wouldn't it be pretty cool if we all ended up in the same funny farm? That would be fun.
Tell them to put us all in the same psych hospital.
Yeah,
That's
We'll get
exactly
arrested
what we need to
at
ask for.
wouldn't that be lovely? Well, I think we just need to go and claim the land of the Lord, the land that we're promised. Because I think we're in that time where we have to go from here because it's the beast system. And everybody who's had their modifications that aren't in the Lord, then they're controllable and they are legion. So, and that's a big number now. I'd say it's a big percentage of the world. I don't know how big the percentage, but maybe 80%. I think there's hardly anyone that's okay,
Yeah.
like normal, still.
Like I'm
Uh,
tired of trying to wake up people and like be like, "Hey, wake up! Look at this is not normal. This is not real." And everyone just calling me weird and oh, I'm this, I'm that. But I'm like, I'm trying to wake you guys up. I'm trying to do, what? Now I'm like, am I? What's going on? Like,
They don't want to hear the truth. It's too deep. It's too real.
Well, they
Shit's
they
about
don't
to hit the
understand it
fan.
until they won't understand it until they experience something like this.
exactly.
I did have a friend in America before this started, and we were talking. I'd pray for her and everything. And then this stuff, and I actually thought she was a little bit crazy because whenever she'd phone, my daughter would go, "Oh, is that a friend from the States?" I go, "Yeah." She'd say, "Oh, she's a bit crazy, that one." I went, "Yeah, I know. It's okay." I said, "But I like her and I pray for her." Anyway, it all started to happen to me. And now my daughter came over. She went, "What's happening to you as well?" And I went, "Yeah." She went, "So now you're crazy like your friend in America." And I went, "Yeah, it seems that way."
Oh my god.
We're
But
all
it,
crazy and proud.
but but it isn't craziness. It's real, and it's whatever's happening in the spiritual world is manifesting in the physical world. But it's
It was
happening.
both for me. It was spiritual for sure for me, and it was cyber. So it was both. They were using cyber attack tactics, this AI, whatever the fuck it is, and then that plus it was spiritual. Some of the shit that was happening is unexplainable to me.
It's like somebody dumped bad karma on my front door. It was like,
I think
thanks.
I think I think some of it is we have to pay karma. I think some of it is we're paying off. So I think some of it is, to
Do
be
you
I
think?
honest.
believe some of it could be, but
Yeah.
it really like okay. Oh, my question for you guys: in school, were you guys ever in that like they call it the gifted and talented program? Have you guys ever taken like that paint
No, I know. I've taken those
paint
tests. I
program?
remember putting those headphones on and
Yeah.
shit, but I was
Yeah,
So
never
you
in
were
primary
in
the.
school.
too. Okay, I
Yeah.
I
was
don't know
in
if I
it.
was in, but I don't know if I wasn't in like because my cousin was actually in a gifted special program, but he went to a whole separate school, whole separate program, everything. So I wasn't in nothing like that. But I do remember putting on those headsets and listening to those buzz sounds, like
Yeah.
the buzz sounds and
Yes.
shit. One in your left ear, your right ear, type of shit.
Yes.
Did you
I
take
remember
any
those.
like chewable pink tablets or like I had the chewable
That
pink tablets? Did they give you
no,
guys
they used to
anything?
make us. Yeah, they used to make us take a drink in the morning.
Bro, listen, you guys. This is why I said it's from childhood. We've been
Yeah.
targeted since
Yes.
childhood.
Yeah.
I went through it too.
I
There
think
was
This
it's a
is
generation thing,
nuts.
though.
This is
It's.
fucking
I think
nuts,
I.
dog.
I think they were reading prophecy. They were reading prophecy, and they knew that because of astrological alignments, that they knew that the remnant would be rising at a certain time. So they picked these celestial alignments, and then anybody that was born in between them dates, which I think spans quite a few years, they were targeted from birth.
The world's a
It's kind of like
laboratory
when.
and we are
Okay,
the
so it's like
rats.
this. So
We
let me
just
tell you
have the
like
gift.
this. Well, let me explain like this. So when Jesus was born, and Yahusha was born, they went and they sent fucking hella people to go and kill him, and that's why the three wise men. See what I'm saying? They knew he was coming because that's how did the three wise men find him through astrological alignments. So it all makes sense. Um, they knew he was gonna be there. That's because that's what prophecy said. That's why they pulled up.
That's right. You're
See what
right,
I'm
Ghetto
saying?
Prophet. You're absolutely right. And
Yeah,
we're probably prophesized as well. And they knew we were coming.
we are.
And
And
then
Yeah.
they've come
yes,
after us, just like
but
Jesus.
they knew because of
Uh-huh.
because of the astral alignments and the order of the ages. Pisces, the fish, Yahusha, the fish, the fisherman, the fisher of men, casting his net to the right side, feeding 5,000 people with 5 fish. See what I'm saying? The fish. That's Pisces. Jesus, Yahusha says, the followers say, "How are we going to know when you come back?" And he says, "You will follow the man with the buckets of water into the new house." The new order of the ages. Each order of the ages is called a house, right? Each order of the ages is called a house. The house of Pisces. We're in Aquarius. That the symbol for Aquarius is a man holding 2 pails of water. Follow the man into the new house. They knew that there was a consciousness expansion was coming. They knew.
Je- Jesus was just a chosen one who got targeted.
Yes.
Gang fucking went
Well, no,
all the way
he
that
was
far back.
he's high level. Like Jesus, you would have he would have been like Yoda. He would have been like Yoda, and we're like Skywalker. Yoda's like the OG. You know what I'm saying? The big badass OG. And then we're like Skywalker, where we get dropped off in the wilderness. Remember when Skywalker got dropped off on that planet,
Oh,
and
I
he had
never
to
really
stay there.
watched it.
He had to stay there till he learned the lessons. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
So do
The
you
whole
guys see how
all these movies and shit are made of this prophecy. The Matrix, Star Wars,
They're all
fucking
documentaries.
all yeah. We're talking Matrix. We're talking Terminator, all that shit.
Hostel,
Terminator.
Saw,
Yeah.
The Hunger Games,
Yes.
you
definitely the
name it.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Definitely
We're
the
living
Hunger
that shit
Games.
out. We're living that shit out.
The
We
You see
probably
Handmaid's
have
how
some type of.
Tale,
important we
and
are, you guys? And they try to
It's
come
crazy.
after us and make us feel like we're like little. No, come on, come on. For us to
If
take
it
on
takes
what we're going
teams,
through,
yeah. That shit was
that was
tough though. In the beginning, when I didn't have nobody, man, I got like a community now. I'm networked with thousands of people now, finally. But in the beginning, I thought when I first got to TikTok, they made me come here. I think they wanted me to be in that like panic state and make a bunch of weird ass content and slander my own name, fuck my own name up. But man, they ushered me over here. They pushed me over here.
it was really hard for
This,
me when it first started because I didn't know what I was over.
Same.
Every time I saw one headlight, I was ready to just go after them. But then it's like, oh my god! Then there's more people all around. I'm like,
Yeah.
how big
And
is
then, and,
this?
and then you post videos about it. Then you got the ones that are discrediting you, the bots and all the agents
Yeah.
and the gangs. I was like, oh, the internet is just closed. Yes, but when you go out around, every time you go out around, and there's about a dozen that pass by you, like. But
It's
I've seen how it works. They flicks it like you made a video before. It's a switch. They flicks it back on after it goes past us.
uh-huh. They
Yeah,
switch it on and off. That's why I'm like,
What
yeah.
switch?
Yes, there's
What
a
switch?
switch. They
those
switch
What
it
headlights
switch
back
one?
on. They switches
Uh-huh.
it
Oh,
back
for the
on.
headlight. For the headlight.
Yes.
You guys
I
get
got
mad at me.
proof
My
of
headlight's
that.
still out.
The
My
best
I
thing
headlight's
got
to
still
proof
out,
do,
of
y'all.
that.
the best thing to do is to drive past them or walk past them and say, "I delete you from the matrix,"
Oh, I've
because
never
we're
never
seen none of this
creators.
shit. I never seen none of this. Like I said, I seen a couple people take a couple photos of me a couple different times, and that was way before. That was way before I realized I was being targeted. But I never seen street theater. Man, I've had people behind me with headlights out, and I've had people on my bumper. If that's what that was, then maybe I just didn't realize it. But being in isolation, I just don't really go out like that no more. So I'd be kind of hard to follow. Plus, they stole all my photos and shit. I mean, just go look at my content. I'm a badass motherfucker. You gotta be stupid as fuck come trying to roll up on me like that.
They stole
I
all
got
my
nothing.
photos as well.
The
Man,
what?
I'll go hop.
They stole my photos as well because I
Yeah.
think I'm 90% like spiritually attacked. But there has been occasions where my photos have been wiped off phones, off of storage
Oh, they stole everything.
devices, laptops, and
They
everybody
stole.
thought I was going crazy.
They stole every piece of fucking information that was linked to my name, except for my fingerprint. And they probably have a way to find that too. They probably have that too.
You want to know
Well,
another
if you've ever
annoying?
been arrested, they'll already have that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they got everything about me.
They'll have
They
your
got everything.
DNA, they'll have your fingerprints.
They had paperwork like I had my truck repoed one time. They had paperwork that I'd never even seen. They were showing me shit what they had on me. They had everything.
They know if
They
they've
had
got access
everything.
to your phone, it doesn't matter if it's an insurance company. I mean, they'll know everything about my dog. They'll know everything about who stays in my house. It's me and my mum. They'll know everything about everything you've got, everything you do. It's impossible to hide from anything. Everything is
Yeah,
so accessible.
they were able to follow me inside of Walmart one time because I was so pissed. This is in the very beginning. This is like phone number 4 or something that I had. And I was mad. I was like, watch this shit then, assholes. And I left the phone in the truck. And then I went inside to buy a new phone. I went and bought a flip phone. And I swear they followed me. They tapped into the cameras because I went into the store and then I waddled around and then I ended up at the phone section and bought a flip phone. And the lady that was there activated my phone for me. And it was already hacked before that phone even ever touched my hand.
They
Because
know
you
your
already
next move.
thought about going in there and getting it, so it was already a done deal. Like,
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. They
We
was in
can't
my head.
escape
They
it.
was.
If they're in your head, how can you escape it? We
I
cannot
don't know if they're
escape
in my
our
head
own
like that no
minds.
more.
We
They're not
cannot
in my head
escape
no
our own
more.
minds.
Maybe like because I used to I swear I was hearing their conversations and shit sometimes. There's like a handful of times where I've heard what they were saying and shit. It's
see,
fucking
me
weird,
too.
man.
Me too, but I think they do that on purpose because if they wanted to talk to each other, they could be in that chat. So I feel like they make it seem like they're talking to each other, and we just hear it. But it's like they're talking to. Come on, they know how to have those secret chats. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you want to hear something funny? They had me fucked up. I thought I had a rock star level me. I thought one of my hackers was a rock star. No lie, no lie.
Hey, I know. Hey, dude, we might. Well, I'm gonna say there's still a chance, right? I don't have proof of this, but I feel like celebrities. We are the celebrities, and celebrities are in on our targeting because
I think there's channels that some of these people could flick through the channel and just what's Ghetto Prophet doing today? What's he up to? Flick through there and they can see me in live time. Flick through over there, see what you guys are doing. You know, I think it's like that.
I know
I think there's
celebrities
some
are in
people.
on this. There's no way, and
The
some celebrities
majority,
are being gang stalked too, though. You know what I'm
yeah, the
saying?
ones that said no are the ones that got out. But the majority of your celebrities, of your pop stars, of your rock
Uh-huh.
stars, probably even your athletes. They've all accepted a deal. They've sold their soul.
Yeah, there's when you get to a certain amount of money, you could tell who's doing what because they won't let you escalate past a certain point. They'll let you touch millions without being under influence. They'll let you touch millions,
Because I
but
can't
they won't
remember
let you.
the.
But
I
they won't
can't.
let you touch. You get up to you get up to like 40 million. You better start signing away. They won't. There's certain levels that you can't hit unless you sell your soul.
Yeah, because I can't remember the name of that actress that was in Orange is the New Black. She was the kind of small, quirky one. I can't remember her name. But anyway, I heard her doing an interview earlier on, and she was saying that she was offered the gold juice. Now, it's a bit different, you don't normally hear it getting called the gold juice, but I think
But
that's
if you know,
that's
you
the
know.
adrenochrome. But
Well,
she
if you
refused
know,
it. And she's not been
you have
in
to.
really anything else big since Orange is the New Black. It's almost as if she's been cancelled. She might do small things, but she's never going to make it now. But she'll keep her soul.
The
And
Red
that's
Shoe
all
Club
that
and all that
matters.
stuff. Think about it. The Red Shoe Club. I don't know if you guys even heard about that.
Oh
The
yeah,
Red
oh
Shoe
yeah,
Club.
Uh-huh.
the McCanns.
All that. A lot of these
Mm-hmm.
celebrities. What's that one thing? 27. A lot of these celebrities die at 27 too. Is another one.
Aye, the
27.
27
Lot,
Club.
Wow.
yeah, 27 club. A lot of them die at 27. A lot of them. You'd be surprised on how many celebrities died at 27.
The thing is too, if you
Not
got anything
28.
going on in your
Not
life
20.
where you know celebrities, like I know Snoop and all of his people. I worked with DMX because I'm a hip hop artist. They tried fucking all that up for me too. Swear to God,
They
no
own the
show.
they own the five major media companies. There's five parenting major media companies. And it's all owned by the left. It's all owned by the far left. It's all owned by narcissists,
Why do you
by the
think
beast
Michael
system.
Jackson had his own company? That man
Yeah,
was
he get they
ruined,
got
and I
rid of him.
don't believe it. I do not believe it. That was all to cancel him because he was singing about the truth in some of his
Yes, he
songs.
was. He
After the
was. If
thing
you
what
go
they do,
listen
they
to,
set him up too.
dude,
Oh, he
Michael
was set
Jackson is the
up big
man.
time. Big time.
I'm heavy duty with Michael Jackson.
Love
I'm
the
heavy
guy.
duty with Michael
Love the
Jackson.
guy.
They all
Just
sing
I
saying.
don't
about
think
God.
I don't think he was touching kids. I don't think
No,
he
he
was.
I
wasn't.
don't think so either.
He
I
was a
think he was
kid
being
I
himself.
gangsta.
I
He
think he had
was
a broken childhood, and so he was giving back, and he was trying to bring happiness into children's lives. He didn't have a childhood. His dad was abusive, and he didn't have a childhood growing up. It
he
was
was
all music.
living
It was like Navy SEAL training for music. That's why he was so good.
he was
He
living out
spent,
his childhood as an adult.
yeah,
And
Yep.
yes.
therefore, when he had sleepovers and the kids would maybe jump into his bed, it was completely fucking innocent.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
Yep.
was it
I
was with
don't
a
like
bunch of
that. I
kids
don't like
having a
it, but
sleepover.
I don't like it. But if you look, because words and actions have to line up. If you look at his words and what he was really, if he was an evil person, he wouldn't have been out there trying to inspire and motivate people with
Exactly.
songs like with songs like "You're Not Alone," or like if you look at the song "Man in the Mirror." If it's right then, that's such a powerful song. He's telling
And
you
the
if you want to
Earth
change the
song,
world, start with yourself.
the Earth song is so powerful.
And another thing, they're like, well, why would he pay that much money to silence people up? Well, when you're being sued and you're in lawsuits, that's expensive. Every day lawyer fees, every day something, something, something. You're gonna go broke. So it's like I feel like he was pushed to pay people off because they're like, you can go broke this
Oh yeah,
way, or either you
yeah.
pay somebody off this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because of what they were doing to his reputation. He got so tired of dealing with the shit for so many years. He just wanted to pay him just to tell him like, hey, just if you want money, just take my money and leave me the fuck alone already. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
And
more or
then
less what that
people
was.
people always think that's a cop out saying, "Oh, you're guilty. Look, you're paying them off." Not everything is hush hush up money.
Okay, look at it like this too. So look at it like this: in the music industry, is the same thing as how we live out here. You have narcissist artists and you have artists of empathy. So you have a lot of singers that sing being a player. A lot of songs are the player, like I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? I got hella women type of shit. And then the other side is the empathy singers that have their heart broken, stuff like that. It's the same
Yep.
thing. You got it's narcissist versus empathy. That's
Yep,
what the
you're
whole
right.
thing is.
Versus
That's
evil. We
it
come
is.
back. It always
Yeah.
comes back to the same thing. Good versus evil.
Yep.
What about Eminem? What do you make of him, Ghetto Prophet?
I like Eminem.
Yeah?
I like Eminem. I like how he was authentic in the beginning, and he's kind of like me. He went a different route. Well, I guess I'd be kind of like him because Will Smith, like he even made a song. I don't have to cuss to sell records. Well, I do. So fuck him and fuck you too. You see what I'm saying? Like he's kind of like that. So he wasn't going down the mainstream to be liked by everybody. He was just sharing what happened to him, his story,
And if you
his
remember,
alter
they,
ego.
they,
Yeah,
they put him through the same thing when he came
yeah.
out. When he came out with I don't know if it was Curtain Call or no, it was before Curtain Call. When he came out with when he was dropping the Eminem show, right? Remember that album? They put him through the same thing where
Yeah.
they tried saying that he was trying to get with Mary Kate and Ashley when they were teenagers. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
And then he
They
rapped
get you with the
about it.
humiliation rituals and everything. They try to crack you. And
Yeah.
very few artists can sneak through this without getting dirt thrown on them. Like Dr. Dre, he works with Dr. Dre. You don't hear nothing bad about Dr. Dre. So some of these people are able to sneak through without getting dirt thrown on them. I think Eminem might have been one of them. Some of his albums, it seemed like he looks a little bit weird with his beard and shit. You can only have that amount of exposure of money and freaking fame for that amount of time and not have it affect you, no matter if you're a good person or not. But if you look at a lot of these artists and these songs with spiritual ears, you'll realize they're gang stock too. They're gang stock too. Like that song. Like a lot of people be like, no, he's talking about drugs. No, listen, like that song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's
I actually think he
it's
was
gang
talking about
stalking.
being harassed. Yeah, gang stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tupac was gang stalked. Tupac was gang stalked.
Heavy.
Tupac is chosen. There's a few songs where he speaks about being chosen. This whole V2K thing, man. This whole V2K thing is so weird. I feel like they came to wake me up because even in the end, they were like, "Go listen to music now," and I was like, "What you mean?" So I started listening to the same shit, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's in music. It's in music."
And then you listen to
I've
the
been
music
listening.
backwards and it's got a whole other meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's
You want to know something, guys? I don't see. It's like with the whole gang stalkers. I don't want to give up hope on them because I feel like some of them are in the dark. I feel like they can change if they had the right information, but we don't know who has the information and who do and don't. You know?
there's a show on Netflix. It's called Black Mirror. Go check that out.
Oh,
There's
that's
this one
a
Oh, that's
episode.
great
good.
show.
That one episode where that boy, remember, you're like, you feel bad for this kid for the whole thing because you're like, why is this kid being forced to do all this shit?
I
And at the very end of the and at the very end of the show, it's he was actually looking up child stuff. So that's So I think that they come in and they hit you with the simulation crap, and then some of these people are touch your kiddo weirdo type of people.
yeah.
And those are the ones that get cracked. Those are the ones that they get cracked, and those are the ones that attack us. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, I noticed too in a lot of these smear campaigns, they're trying to say that a lot of people are weirdos like that, even if you're not.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a big thing. They're trying
They
to
were
like
trying
put some
to-
pedo shit on you.
I'm telling you, they try to break me mentally because I dealt with child when I was younger. You know, when you play house and you know all that jazz, where older people have done that to me, whatever. But I'm telling you, they would bring out the nitty gritty in the darkness just to break you down. Like,
Oh yeah. 'Cause they know
What they're
they
trying to
know
say
all your
like you're a weirdo
insecurities.
too, Aaliyah?
huh?
Yeah.
What they're trying to say like that you're like weird too?
Yeah, they try to make me seem like I'm like, don't you now? Now that's when I start arguing with myself in my head because I know they hear me. I'm like, don't you? No, I go in.
I used to do that too. For a long time, I was talking out loud because I knew the motherfuckers would hear me. No, I was talking out loud. I'd be by myself and shit. I'd be driving around too, even. I'd be talking to myself.
We were talking stuff to ourselves, but it's not even to us. It's to them. But you know,
Yeah.
like, hey,
I knew they was listening. So I just be talking
Uh-huh.
shit the whole time.
They
I'm
do that
glad I'm not alone
24
on
hours
that
a
one.
day.
It's
and
not
they're
been the
trying to
first
say
time
that.
I've sat and shouted, "Get the fuck out my head."
Yep, they do
Yeah.
that to me 24 hours a day, and they're trying to say
I
that
find
I'm a fucking weirdo too, and I'm not. And I got to argue with them
They
every
did that to
fucking
me in the
day.
beginning, and I'm like, they're trying to like, we're gonna humiliate you, and I'm like, pop on out, motherfucker. First of all, with deep fakes and all that shit, I ain't scared of none of you guys are fucking blackmailing. First of all, second of all, who's the real weirdos? The motherfuckers that's creeping in my shit and won't leave me alone. You know?
I find the worst is on when they're toying with your emotions all the time.
It's like,
Like
it's like who cares what any human being does behind closed doors, man? Who cares? That's called
Or when they do,
privacy.
or when they do the relationship thing, so they know you're not dating. They try to put people holding hands, kissing around you, and say
Oh
you'll
yeah.
never be it. Like what?
Or they talk about your past relationships, and even if you didn't do nothing wrong or anything like that, they'll just bring them up because they know it's like emotional damage, like just to keep trying to put you through it again, even if it was, relationships that you already got over or situations that you got over already. They'll just bring it up, even though you moved past it already, just to fuck with you.
Dang, they're really trying to have us self destruct over here. Like God, dang.
They do all of it. I've been through all of it.
Well,
So have
that's
I.
wild.
It's bad. Except for the street theater. I haven't seen a lot of the street theater. But all that brainwashing shit, that MK Ultra shit, I've done deal with all that shit.
What about the
Man,
honeypots? What about the honeypots, guys? What
The,
about those?
the street
Oh
theater,
I'm
my
very careful,
that
man.
God.
was
I'm very
bad with
careful.
me
I'm
too.
very careful.
Yeah.
They
Like,
know
man, I'm
better than
very careful.
they know better than send me stuff anymore because I do like I'll say I'm bisexual, right? So they'll try to send both. And I know when they're trying to send both because they'll either have them trying to get close near me or something that I'm interested in. Like if I like a guy, let's say with blue eyes and blonde hair, they'll put all these men, different ages around me. I'm like, no, knock it off. Like, and then I just make them feel stupid because I just look at them. I guess they probably want me to be intrigued or interested. And I'm just like, you're dumb. No.
What do I think about honeypots? I'll be thinking this. If any female wants to try to get close to me, you got to go through God to get to me.
Hello.
Yup.
You better be equally yoked because I'm deep into this shit. Like I live this shit, so you better be equally
Ew.
yoked. So I
They
need a
like to
weirdo.
say
I need a weirdo that's
my,
gonna. I need a weirdo that's gonna take a hike in the woods and get Indian style and fucking do the om and fucking. You know what I'm saying? I need like a full blown spiritual street warrior is what I need.
Okay.
they
yeah,
just
Oh.
got me. They just got me to the point that I just don't trust anybody anymore.
Don't I know. Seriously, I
Like
get it.
nobody. And like, even if someone say for just a little off chance that they got good intentions for me, I don't think it's good intentions. Like everything that gets done around me, even if it's supposed to be good, it's like, no, you got some kind of agenda.
No, well that's part of the programming. So you have that's some of that you have to use discernment. That's where you got to start using your discernment.
Yeah, but
That's where they can
also
take their hands off
they
because
can
once
get
they
to
got your
anyone.
They can. But here's what I'm trying to say is that that's why being able to control your own vessel is the most important thing. How you respond and stuff like that, because they can't. You have control of yourself. You don't have control of other people. It's like
Yep.
when like say it's like when you give somebody love and they disrespect you and they betray you. Don't regret giving them love. Don't regret giving them the love. How if they mishandled it, that's their fault, not yours.
that's a fact.
Just
Word.
yeah, you know.
And they try to make you feel that way. 'Cause
But
like you were saying, it's all part of the isolation technique because they don't
Yes,
want
the
you
isolation. Yeah,
to trust
they don't want connections.
anyone.
They don't want you to be connected with anybody.
I get that what you're saying, but when you're an empath and you feels everything and
Well, that's the
feels
part where
everybody,
you have to love with intention, and then you have to use discernment to protect your heart.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's okay to love. It's okay to love people from a distance and push them off in your peripheral, and just know that that person is not good for you, or that person may not have the best intention, or they're not healthy for you, or they're too toxic. You could still love them, but push them to your peripheral, push them to the outside.
And everybody's love language is different, also. So
Yeah,
That's the
that's
thing
true.
with That's the thing with us empaths is that we got fucked over before our awakening because we thought that the world was like how we felt. Like we saw a good.
Exactly.
exactly.
oh, my
Uh
brother,
huh.
you hit the
That's
nail
the
on the head
realest
with that
thing you
one,
can
bro.
ever say.
That was
That's why we
real
gotta be
right
careful.
there.
And then when
That's
this
what.
happens, it's like everything comes crashing down. It's just like What the hell?
That's
Damn,
the
that's
part
Well,
where you have to be.
I'm still on the page.
That's the part where you have to be careful. You can't let them harden your heart. You have to see what I'm saying. That's why you
Yeah.
just have to live by the. Just as long as you live by the fruits of the spirits, you're good to go. You're good to go.
you right. You right. You're right, bro.
yeah,
All we got to
that
do
was fun.
all we have to do is do what Jesus came here and taught us to do, and that's it. And he actually taught us how to open up our heart chakra. So that's what that means, as above, so below, as within, so without. That's literally what that means. Is when your brain and your heart switch positions. So then you can love intentionally, and you can use your heart. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
you're using discernment. You're using your knowledge to protect your heart, and you're using your heart behind all the thinking, all the cognitive. So everything you think about, there's pure unconditional love behind it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah,
not for
yeah.
nothing. That's how most
That's
of us have been
literally
our whole lives anyway.
It's literally what it means when he's holding that shot, his mudra, his heart chakra mudra in front of his heart in the old ancient paintings and shit, where he's holding his mudra over his heart. He's literally telling you to open your heart chakra. That's something that happens through the awakening and everything. When that heart chakra opens up, and then the Holy Spirit comes and pours in. That's what
What
that
if,
is. It's
do you guys think that's when our targeting start? Well, for you guys, do you think that's when your targeting happen? Is when you started opening
yeah.
up and looking within?
Yep.
It could
Yep.
For
very well
sure.
be.
I
I know
think
so.
that's
They come in. There's some type of vibration. There's a frequency. Something. They know when you're about to wake up, and they're like, "Oh shit, let's come and grab this one."
yeah, that's what I think too. For me too, because that's when I wanted to start like opening up, taking responsibility for my actions, doing. Stop playing the victim role. Whether I knew I was doing it or not, I was just wanting to do better, in life. And then all of a sudden, I got in a car accident that they caused, and it was bad. But and then
That's what Yusha said. He said they hated me first. They're gonna hate you too. That's literally what that means. That's literally what that means.
wait,
We are
what?
really are the we really are the chosen people. Like there's no doubt about it. We are going through the same program they went through thousands of years ago.
Uh
That's
huh.
what Yusha said. He said they hated me before you. They hated me first, and so they gonna hate you too.
And boy, do
Ew.
they hate us.
This is crazy, you guys. Now imagine if someone that doesn't even know what this is heard us. We would sound nuts, but it's so
Because
true.
what it really is, what it comes down to is unconditional love and authenticity. That's what God wants. That's the two highest
Absolutely.
frequencies. It's the two highest frequencies. If you can operate in unconditional love and pure authenticity, there's nothing to attack. That's the highest frequency. There's nothing that can penetrate that.
Uh huh. That's so true. See, I'm so glad. Now imagine everybody that was being targeted that was going through this before technology. That's why I'm like, I feel like it's my right. I have to post all this for the people that passed, killed them, or committed, and was killed. Like I want to do this for them
It's it's
too.
it's the same thing. I actually have a really dear friend of mine that her son was targeted just like this, and he ended himself. It's a really
And that's
really
what
dear
I'm
friend of mine.
saying.
That's what they
Some
want.
people have because they weren't strong enough to
Yeah,
fight it either mentally or physically, and it's
that's why
really it's sad.
and that's why
That's
we're
what I'm waiting
silenced.
for
I
them.
mean, that's why we're silenced because they don't want. Like for me, like my whole thing is about helping people out of this program, helping people ascend, and how teaching people about frequency, how to stay centered on your thoughts. I'm just trying to bring people to God, basically, but
There you
not
go.
the church God, not the church God, the real God,
Yeah. Okay. Now we're
the Most High
talking.
God,
Now
like the
we're
Most High.
talking.
That that's Aisha's
From
mission
there,
too.
like
That's why we're all here.
people
Aw.
people ain't gonna understand me, and the Bible is written for us targeted people. It's written for the remnant. It's written for us. It's not an everyday read. It's not for everybody. Somebody that's forced to read that book is going to respond to it differently than somebody that's actually opening their heart to God and begging and saying on their knees and in humility and despair, saying, "Talk to me." It's going to be different than some dork that's putting on a nice shirt on Sunday. He
Uh
don't even know
huh.
what he's doing. He don't even know what he's doing by going to church on Sunday. That's against God's commandments.
They're told what to preach anyway.
Yeah, there's a tax exemption form they have to fill out that controls
And
how they are able to.
That's right.
that's
That's why
another thing that
You'll never hear them talk about the Book of Revelation, certainly not in detail and certainly not the important points. I mean, we
They're
are
not allowed.
in the midst of it
They're
right
not
now.
allowed to. They're not allowed to line scripture up with current events.
No, they're
Are you
not, because
serious?
when I
Wait,
spoke
no?
to my minister about a
No,
few things, he
they're
completely
What?
not allowed to
poo-pooed
line it up with
everything
current
that I
events.
said.
They
I
teach
never
in
heard
church.
that.
In church, they teach us that we're not important. That the people that lived before us were way better than us and more important, and that these are distant stories that happen to other people. They don't teach you that the word is actually, when they say the word is alive, they don't really fucking understand what that means. The word is alive and it's for us, and we are living this fucking Bible out, and we are living this prophecy out.
Hey, yo.
I agree.
For real.
Yeah.
I didn't know the thing about they don't tell you they can't connect true real time events with
No.
religion.
In America,
Are you
they can't.
serious?
Yeah. Because then they would
Wow.
be worried about, because think about it, Christianity is one of the largest religions under Catholicism, and they probably have each other's back in a conflict. So you got to think with the media and if there's an event that happens like with the whole Charlie thing, um,
Oh yeah, and
man,
they'll be like, "Oh, I get it. Oh yeah, I get it."
just one event could trigger a national security event,
Oh,
so
that
they have
is
to keep it
true.
separate.
Oh wow, I never put that two to two together. Wow,
But
that's crazy.
the church keeps the church puts the power in the pastor's hands. We go there every week. We go look at this show. Everybody sings a song. We all fucking throw money in a tithing fucking container. Which if you if you look at history, that contract's been paid off. We don't even have to pay a tithing to the church. We are the church. We are the temple.
Our
It
bodies are
says the
church.
church. Yes, our body is the church. And so when the church is supposed to be mobile, you ain't gonna move a fucking church building that's got a concrete foundation. That thing ain't going nowhere. The church is to be kept mobile. We are the temple. They're trying to. The church teaches us that we need to wait for a cloud daddy to come down and save us. When spirituality is teaching us that we have the power, that God is inside, and He's going to
Hmm.
use you.
Yes.
He's going to use you to save you.
Yep, that is true.
Well, he gives you all the tools so you can pray.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
And
So,
it gives
because
you the
it's a
strength.
spiritual
It gives
war,
you the
isn't it?
strength. Gives
But
you the
it's a
strength.
matrix as well. So for you to master your own reality, that because he's
Yes.
the word and the creator, and we're made in his
Universe.
image, it's about imagination
Universe.
and prayer.
Universe.
Hmm.
Well,
As
there's no
within, so
such thing
without.
as universe.
One word.
You
That's
don't
what it
think so?
means.
Well, they're trying to
No,
kill our imagination too because they don't want us
universe
to
is
believe in
not,
anything
because
that we believe
universe is un-I-verse, which is unspoken word of God, which is a backwards. So the word, what was it?
Well, everything here,
Prometheus. Prometheus means
everything in
pro
this
me,
realm
thee,
is
us.
inverted.
So that's
Everything
not
is
real.
inverted.
It's all about fake aliens and fake creators and all that no stuff. No 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 lie 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 lie
We
lie lie lie.
we are all we are all a universe. We all have inner depth that's unimaginable. We all have, well, I wouldn't say everybody has a soul. I think there's some vessels. I think there's some soulless vessels on this planet. They're so deep into the programming, and they have so much back karma to pay off that they ain't never gonna be able to break these generational chains, and they have lifetimes of bad karma to pay off. You gotta think,
Oh
Hitler
yeah.
ain't gonna come here and be resurrected and pay that shit off in one lifetime.
Hitler
Oh
wasn't
You know what I'm
no.
bad.
saying?
Hitler wasn't a bad guy. If you'd start checking out, go and listen to his lives, because I speak German, by the way, as well as Afrikaans and Zulu. So if you go on to some of his broadcasts, you'll hear him, and what he's saying is he wants to free the people from the Rothschilds enslavement money system, and he was
He hated
loved by the
Jews.
people.
He knew what was going on.
Yeah,
He went about it the wrong way. He
I
went
don't know what
after
the truth is.
everyone.
I think after World War II, history was changed.
It's
I
been
think you're
changed
right.
since Word Dot.
I think it's
No,
always
I
been
think since
changed.
World War II. No, I think it's always been minutely changed. You know, the winner of a conflict gets to rewrite history. But I think there's an event that happened after World War II that changed world history all at once.
Yeah.
I think something happened
What you don't
just a couple
suppose maybe
generations ago.
is it maybe like in like when Mandela took over Africa because it's the Mandela effect. And it was Mandela who apparently had gone to jail and died. A lot of people witnessed that he died. And then suddenly he was made president of, of Africa, South Africa. I think it was
When I
then.
first learned about the Mandela effect, that shit blew my mind. That shit blew my mind. Now I had learned about that a long time ago now, probably about 10, 15 years ago, but it was the Berenstain Bears, the one that got me. There's a lot of them, but that Berenstain, I've been reading novels since I was a little kid. Since I was a little ass kid, I've been reading novels. I'm an avid book reader. So when that Berenstain, I was like, no, this is Berenstain. I know for a fact. The way my brain works, I remember stacking the E in the I or the I in the E and not being able to remember which one goes in front of the other. That's how I knew it was Berenstain.
Oh,
It's the
I
Snow
before
White one.
You know what
E,
I'm saying?
except after C. There you are. I before E, except after C.
Yeah,
It's the
I
Snow
know.
White
But
Mandela effect for me.
I'm also left-handed, so I just be getting shit twisted. But I remember it was the E and the I or the I and the E, and I remember that, and that's why I remember it. So when it became Berenstain, I was like, no way, no fucking way is this real. I went in my kids'
how
room
did
and
they
grabbed a
get rid
book.
of? How did they
Dude,
get
I
rid
grabbed a
of
book and it said Berenstain on it. Oh, that shit had my mind blown.
444 and a
I
clock.
know what I remembered. Man, I know what I remembered. It was Berenstain. 100%.
So who else is left-handed on here?
I'm ambidextrous, but I'm
Me
actually
too.
I'm a
like,
little bit of ambidextrous.
I'm ambidextrous. Who else is ambidextrous?
Does that mean you can write with both, right?
Yeah, well, you can do things with, like my left hand is stronger, but I write with my right hand. But I can do a lot of things with my left hand. Mostly, I count money with my left hand, like I'm
See,
left-handed.
I'm opposite. I'm opposite. I write with my left and I throw with my right hand.
Interesting.
Oh my
So
god.
it's not, yeah. So it's a step between ambidextrous and being left-handedness. It's a step in between.
yeah,
Well, my
Yeah.
right arm doesn't
I'm a
work
righty when I
anymore.
write, but
Oh, well,
but my stronger hand is my left, even though I write with my right.
that's same with me as well.
And my leg too. My left leg is stronger too.
No, I
That's
was
interesting.
always strictly right-handed, but now since things have progressed with my disease and whatnot, my left arm is having to pick up the slack, and it's not very happy about it.
Yeah. No, probably doesn't like it.
Throws your
No,
body out of balance.
it's almost like I've got a kind of tennis elbow thing starting.
Yeah.
It's
You got to
quite
keep that
painful.
arm. You just got to keep that arm moving around because if it's in pain and you have a medical and you just let it sit there, it's gonna like not do be good.
I
You want to
use
keep
udder
movement, at
cream.
least some type of movement.
I use udder cream. It's for cows' udders.
Oh,
And I'll
wow.
tell you, it's brilliant.
Oh,
It's brilliant. It's all herbal. It's Japanese peppermint or something like that is the main ingredient. It's as strong as fuck. It makes your eyes water. But wow, it is so relaxing and it actually takes the pain away for a matter of time. And then you need
Try
to
some
apply
CBD
it.
oil.
and then
Try
what?
some
You need
CBD
to?
oil.
Yeah, CBD
CBD
oil is
oil.
meant to be good as well. But
We
yeah,
actually have
any
cannabinoid
extra
receptors in
pains.
our body.
Bit of deep heat's always nice as well.
It's okay, but I prefer the udder cream.
Okay.
Honestly, if anybody's got any aches or pains, it's worth trying it.
Oh, okay.
It's an old farmer's trick.
Really?
Can I ask?
It's an old
Ellie,
farmer's
can I
trick.
ask you a question?
Of course you can.
How is targeting where you're from? Because you said you're in Scotland, right?
I'm in Scotland, yeah.
Ooh,
So
I
how
love
is
that. My middle name is Scottish.
It's
Macmillan
not
clan.
something that I've really heard a lot of up here. There's
really?
not many people talking about it, and anybody that I've tried to talk to over the years, over the span of about 20 years now, talking about the child abductions and the missing children cases and the adrenochrome and you name it, I would speak to anyone that listened. I still will. But very, very few people will listen. I would say it's more now than ever. I would say a lot of taxi drivers tend to listen to you these days.
Oh, wow.
But certainly, like I said, for myself, the targeting aspect, mine is, I would say, strictly spiritual, and it has been since birth. I mean, the earliest incredibly vivid dream that I remember was absolutely terrifying, and I think I've kind of worked out now what it means. But what it was I couldn't have been much more than probably 4 when I had this dream. And the part that stands out was my mum was standing in the living room. She was up against the wall. It was as if she was being pushed up. She was naked and she was heavily pregnant. Now, I was an only child for 10 years, but so she was heavily pregnant, and there was these little, they looked like demon babies, and there was about 4 of them, and they were all attacking her and trying to scratch into her pregnant stomach.
Oh my gosh.
That stuck with me to this very day. And I always thought, oh, it was just a nightmare, that, you know, it didn't have any meaning involved. But I now personally believe it was me that was in my mother's stomach when these things were trying to attack. And that was some way of, for me to realise that. It took me like 40 odd years to realise it, but I got there in the end.
Yeah.
But I think that's what that symbolised. Now, like I said to you, Ayesha, I think whether call it a hex, call it whatever you want, I know for a fact my biological father was into the dark arts. He was a Satanist.
Oh,
And he
God.
hung around with a lot of strange people. He went dancing in the woods, stark bollock naked. He was an abusive cunt, excuse my language. He beat my mum black and blue while she was pregnant with me. And then, you know, there's a couple of things that I remember when I was young that, yeah, just as evil.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Horrible.
just horrible, isn't it?
And I
Oh,
would
goodness.
have to ask my mum, but I'm pretty damn sure that his father was in the Masons. And I
Right.
know my granddad's dad was a Mason, so I've potentially got it on both sides. But I'm convinced I was marked for something as a kid. I don't know
My
if it was
grandfather,
trafficking.
my
I
great
don't know what it was.
grandfather is Scottish Rite. My great grandfather is Scottish Rite, Master
Yeah.
Mason.
You've got good blood then.
Yeah, Desert, my middle name, Desert.
Yeah, Scottish blood is good blood. That's me just being.
I was like, okay.
Believe it or
I got a
not,
lot of Scots friends.
I
I got a lot of
believe that
Scottish friends.
if you're targeted and you're under this, I believe we're actually all brothers and sisters. I really
To be
believe
honest,
that.
We
right?
are in Christ anyway, Aisha. We're brothers and sisters in Christ, and there's not many of us
We have the
left.
same spirit.
That's
We have
true.
the same spirit.
We've got the same
We
daddy.
have the same spirit. Yeah, same spirit.
We have
Yeah,
the
but
same father. Every single one of us.
I mean, I've been looking for people like me all my life.
Ew.
All my targeted people, I bond to them instantly. Just
See, I
because
find it.
we survived the same things, and I know what I experienced, and I can sense it from people. If you went through that, I got you for life. As long as you don't fucking sever that tie, I won't judge you. I won't care how you is. If you obnoxious, be you. But I got you. But as long as you don't fracture the relationship, then I got you for life, man. If you've been through this shit,
Okay.
you know,
See, I find it
you're
so
with me.
easy to
We're
talk to
brothers and
you
sisters for
guys.
sure. You know.
Oh, I do as well.
And, you know, you'll never find me on another live. This is so not me. I won't even use video call. I won't even phone my mother on video call. In fact, I won't phone my mother unless I really have to.
Oh,
It's so
It's because we're all the
not me.
leaders. We are all leaders in some way, whether it's being
Yes.
a leader within our families or our friends or our
Yes.
community or
We're generational curse
here.
breakers. We volunteer for this shit. We're generational curse breakers. We
I
came here to
hope
break
I
so.
want
curse.
to give you guys a hug
Hi,
right
Ash.
now so bad. Sorry.
I
I love
got
people.
you, babe.
I broke a generational curse before I even knew what it was. Before I even knew about any of this stuff was child abuse. I don't beat my kids. I grew up getting beat, just beat like you wouldn't even believe. I was taking man beatings by the time I was 8 years old. Taking man
I used to
beatings.
get the belt. I
Are
used
you
to get
serious?
mega whipping with the belt.
Yeah,
Serious big shit it
my
was. It was
pop, my
bloody
pops
fucking
is
horrible.
my pops is a third-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he was a sensei, and he's also a Navy SEAL. So he was
Ooh.
just mean.
Mm.
He was just extremely violent.
He didn't use his power for good. That's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
See, I've
remember
been
my
blessed.
first
Hit
day at
it.
school. I got the belts. I got 12 of the belts, and I went to school
Hit
first
it.
day and I had urine down my legs, and they were all stingy and sore all day, and I didn't understand why. Yeah, that was my
My
first day
my
at school.
primary school teacher, we took a toy in for show and tell.
Mm.
And I took in a squeaky dolphin, and I loved that bloody thing. But she
Aw,
took it off me and never ever gave me it back.
horrible.
See that
Hey,
shit.
you want to hear?
That's probably where the trauma started too, or that the gang stalking as a child. That was to do something to you. If you're still thinking about it now,
Yeah,
and that was something that
I'm,
you really loved as a child, that was some manipulation right there.
I
yeah,
I
was
dude, I
feel
must have been
targeted
the
by a few teachers.
I must have been the hardest kid to deal
yeah.
with. You know what? You hear something funny, man? I got kicked out of school one time for mooning the teacher. I promise you, I swear to God, I mooned the teacher. I got kicked out of school for that.
I'm only
I'm,
educated to 12 years old,
I mooned the
guys.
teacher,
12
yeah.
years.
I mooned
I
the
left
teacher.
school early.
I got booted out of school for that.
I would have if I could have. But
I
I
really
was
did. I really did
very
it.
quiet to start with. I was very shy, very within myself. But by the time I got to secondary school, I was like, I have had enough of this shit. I have had enough of being disrespected. I have had enough of being bullied by teachers. You can all go and fuck yourself. And I become an arsehole, a
Yeah.
self-confessed little arsehole. The last day of school, it was, sixth form. I stayed on to sixth form. And it was the last day, and I gathered a few of my friends, and we went up to a window which overlooked the staff room,
Yeah.
and we sat and wait with a bag of water balloons, and we pelted the shit out of the teachers when they were coming and going from their staff room. I get expelled on the last day.
Ew.
Well, that's stupid, isn't it?
We
Yeah, but
had
teachers
great
don't
fun
I done
though.
been,
medicine. That's what happened.
I've been done kicked out of school so many times. I got kicked out of school, man. One time I got suspended twice and expelled all in 1 week.
That's
See,
like
there we
asking.
go.
That's like
See,
trying to get a
school.
refund for an item you've worn out, isn't it?
See how
Isn't
we
it?
never really, we all got that in common. It's not we were bad or anything. Just school never stuck with us. We already were thinking outside the box. That's why we were feeling this or lashing out the way we did. Was because that shit was bullshit to us. I know I didn't
Yeah,
like school like that. Like,
Yeah, because they either
I
weren't
never
giving
was.
us the help
Yeah,
that we needed, or they were constantly trying to get us in trouble for shit.
because they
And
were
yes,
trying to
I
push.
always
Well, they
noticed
were.
that.
Well, dude, they were trying to push us into a system that our body was rejecting,
We knew it
But
was
whether we
like,
knew it
wrong
or not.
but
because
like,
I
I
would
got
sit there
picked
and
on by
question
teachers.
things.
That's crazy.
oh,
Huh?
me
I'd
Sit
too.
always be
there
looking
and
around. I'd always
questioned.
be looking around like, how is all these people just listen to anything that these people say? I'd just be always looking around. I'd get in trouble on purpose just because I didn't want to listen.
Yeah. It's like, this
I
is
used to get in trouble
bullshit.
on
How,
purpose to break the rules.
who says X, Y, and Z, which caused the First and Second World War? Who says that's facts? People lie,
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
and I would get
yeah.
into shit for that.
Yeah.
It's like,
See,
how do
we
you know
were
this is
thinking
true? This
outside
sounds
the
like
box.
bullshit.
I love you guys. Sorry.
I
Sorry.
always knew.
Aw.
I've always known everything was bullshit. But
Love you
so
guys.
I've been knowing. Oh, you out of here? Have a good day. Nice meeting you. Yeah.
Bye. Who's leaving?
No, I don't think anyone's leaving. I just said love you guys.
Oh, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
Sydney was
love
out.
you too, dude. Oh, I was like, someone's leaving. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Nah, I've always been enthralled with this shit. My parents had a couple books laying around called "World's Great Mysteries" or "The Seven Great Wonders," shit like that. They had books like that laying around. I'd always be in them books, but like at school, even in elementary school, all the way down to like second grade, I'd be in there grabbing UFO books. I was just
That's
enthralled with this
exactly
shit.
where I started. My stepdad, which is my brother's dad, I didn't have a very good relationship with him either, but anyway, he had a huge big hardback book called Unexplained Mysteries. And
Was it
I was
tan?
far
Was it
too,
tan?
sorry?
What color was the book? What color was the book? Like
Oh
tan
God,
with
was
like
it an
was it
orangey?
tan with like Aztecian? Yeah, orangey tannish with the Aztecian thing on the front, I think.
It sounds,
Yeah.
yeah, it could be the same one because it
It was the
talks about
Aztecian calendar.
spontaneous
Same book.
combustion and everything, and I was
Yes.
hooked. I was far too young to read that shit, but I was absolutely
Yeah.
hooked. The UFOs, demonic encounters, spontaneous combustion. I was like, wow, what is this? And that got my brain thinking, and I started questioning things from then. But the adults didn't like it, and especially the teachers, because you're
I've
going
never
away
noticed.
from their protocol, their I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But you're going away from their scripture, what they've to teach
Yeah,
you.
indoctrination. It's their
Yeah,
indoctrination.
thank you, thank you. I couldn't get the word out there, but
It's
they
called
don't like
programming.
it because they don't know that this is the thing. You ask them something out with the norm. They've got their pre-made answers that they probably use
Yeah.
time and time and time again. But you ask something slightly different, and they don't know. They get pissed off.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the layout of schools are very, very, very similar to a layout in prisons.
It's
I would
known.
agree with that. Yep.
For sure.
They're bland, they're concrete, they're stainless steel. There's a reason why that they're still making money. The prison industry is connected to the rap game, and with lower frequency music and shit like that too. And I'm sure my friend knows about this, but the prison industrial system is tied in with the rap game. They have to keep people in prison. It's a privately owned industry, and they have to keep. It's like a hotel. They got to keep people in there. Rap game. The rap helps push people into there, and it's spelling, so it's witchcraft. And then you have these concerts with some of these darker artists like that. What's that one gay dude that does all that demon shit? I don't even know who that is, but there's a
Lil
bunch of
Nas
gay ones
X.
like. Yeah, that dude, that fucking weirdo. So like he'd be having a concert, and that's a giant fucking Satanist fucking event.
But it's so more and more in your face now. It used to be you could go to a concert and everybody's sitting having a great time, and you would be standing there going, oh, there was a wee bit of symbolism there, but no one else would notice it. But
Yeah.
holy shit, it is right in your face now. The
Oh yeah,
Baphomet
they have to.
sounds,
They
the
have to. They do it. They
pentagrams, the
yeah.
wearing red, the in circles chanting. I mean, look at the state of Ariana Grande.
Oh, it's
Now,
disturbing.
I'm
What's
not
happening to
one for
Hollywood right
body
now? It's
shaming,
disturbing.
but my God, what have they done to that lassie? I don't even
She's
think
not the
that's
only
her
one.
anymore. She's
It's a
gone.
big majority. There's yeah they well it's that so a lot of these artists they're under this MK Ultra
That's right.
Monarch
And
programming.
their handlers.
Yeah,
They've got their
they have
handlers.
handlers. They have handlers, but
I
they're made to do these things. They're made to do these things. Once they get you in a couple of these compromised situations, then they kind of have you where they want you.
I think they
I
keep
was
them
gonna
going
I was gonna
until
tell you
their
something.
minds fracture. And when their
Are you
minds fracture,
talking are you talking about sort of witchcraft and that kind of stuff?
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. And
Okay,
MK Ultra.
I used to live in a village that had a witchcraft museum.
That's spooky.
Okay.
That's spooky.
Pardon?
Yeah, I said that's spooky.
Yeah, so it's absolutely true. There is a witchcraft museum in the village that I lived.
Wow.
And it has a national archive of artifacts plus books. They've got their own library.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, OG.
I mean,
I agree with you.
you might know the Museum of Witchcraft.
Rap's actually good as long as it's not rap. A lot of rapping is just testimony, but that's the
But
difference.
don't,
Like me, I'm
hey
older.
guys, but don't be afraid just because there's witches and warlocks also going against us too with this gang stalking stuff because we are powerful beings. And don't give your power up to these people like that.
Yeah,
I
none of
know
that's why it's important to keep your mind tight, keep your thoughts centered and shit. None of that shit bothers me. I'm setting that shit. I'm an alchemist. That's part of the
yeah.
ascension process. You become an alchemist, and that's
Because I
just real
know it
shit.
is spooky hearing, like witches and warlocks, they're coming against us. They are a part of this, but it's like, don't forget who you are too and the power that
It
you
was,
hold.
yeah. It was spooky in the beginning, realizing this shit was real, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit, dude, I got witches and warlocks on me? What you mean?
Yeah.
But that's why Jesus told us not to be afraid. Because we
Yep.
have got
300
the best weapon
365
in the
times.
world, and that's Jesus' name. And if he's in our
Yeah.
heart and we use his name, that's a fucking strong weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Because the contract's spiritually been paid here in the 3D and in the spirit realm. The contract's been paid. We have authority over these demons. We have the authority to step on scorpions and walk on snakes through that covenant, through that contract that was fulfilled.
Yep, you guys see, this shit goes hand in hand. It's crazy. I don't know what. I don't know how. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it still. But I'm like, I get it, but
I don't like. I look at everything different. So like with Yahusha, so I call him Yahusha now since my mind expanded because the letter J did not exist back then, and there's a reason why they changed the name because it's a frequency. It is a
Actually,
frequency.
I
Even my
disagree with
first
that.
name.
I disagree with that. They did speak
Well,
with J's. They did speak with the J's, and I've never been able
it
to
was
cast a
H.
demon out in the name of Yeshua. And the only people who call him Yeshua, they're fake
But
children
here's
of
the
God.
But see, we can't do this though. We're not going to argue because that's what religion does. Because I believe that a source, spirit, God, it, that, whatever the fuck, it judges you on the weight of your heart. So that's why you want to have your heart as light as a feather. Because God knows we're human beings and we're going to make mistakes, and that we have these narcissistic people deceiving us. So that's why God's going to come down and write the new covenant on the hearts of man.
honestly,
He judges your heart space.
We can't believe everything that
You know
we
what I'm
even
saying?
hear, you know? So it's like when we all argue about certain things, it's like, how can we argue when this has all been taught? One side or the other side, it's all been taught to us.
The one thing we can't argue about, no matter what color we are, where you're from, how old you are, is that it is a war between good and evil. And that's it.
Because what annoys me is the Bible has been translated and retranslated several hundred times. Now, King James, when he rewrote the Bible, and it's the most popular Bible that people use, don't forget, he was a demonologist.
He was a psychopath. He was a psychopath. He was no, he was worse than that. He was a serial killer.
You know,
He was on a witch hunt.
As much
He did a
as
witch hunt.
we should be
And
following
he was
the
gay.
Bible, there's things in there that has been altered, has been changed, and it's to do with the agenda.
He was a gay serial killer.
What, King James?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the history. I did a dossier on it. So I do a lot of these dossiers. Part of my content, it's all about like just knowledge and esoteric and shit. But I did a dossier. It's like these files that I do about that I delve into with AI, and I just get the facts. But it's in fact he created the witch hunt. He killed hell of women, and he was gay. He had a lover. He had a lover boy, and he killed hella women.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the person. You see what I'm saying, you guys? There's just so many like things.
But this is the problem that I don't like with religion. That's why I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but I still go to the book. They're reading the words. But the thing with the etymology and the way etymology works, different words can be translated into different words in different languages. So that's when the word change can change a meaning. And one word change can change the meaning of a whole sentence, which can change a whole sentence, which could change a whole paragraph, it could change everything. So people are reading it literal too much. We have to read it through the spiritual eyes.
Exactly.
These are lessons in life. These are divine lessons that these people that lived in the Holy Land documented and that survived through time. So even if they moved through language and they moved through race and words got changed, that don't matter for the remnant. We see it through the spiritual eyes. We see the lessons. Not only do we see the lessons, we realize, holy shit, we've been living that.
Yep.
We are part of that book.
Yeah.
It don't matter what language it's in. There's a divine essence out there that touched in that book, and that
I just
divine
hate how we
essence
all are
came and touched in
divided
on
by
us.
religion, though. You know how religion just divides. I hate that because we
Yeah.
have people that think one's better than the other, or their God's better. It's just we are all, dude. We are all the same. Seriously, and your
Well,
God,
it's
our God. It's
if you think about it like this, though. If you think about it like this, it's almost a double-edged sword. So back in the day, you got to think about it. There was a few smart people and a whole bunch of dumb people. And so these smart people had to figure out how to make these dumb people to at least be able to learn how to hunt for themselves and this and that. But since they helped them, teach them to do all that, they wanted to get a little fee out of it too. See what I'm saying? So it, it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. There, somebody has to be in control of all these people. But I mean, obviously God. But that's where it becomes simple. You don't need race, religion, or language or anything if you're communicating through the fruits of the spirits. That's something that translates through all languages. If you live with unconditional love, full authenticity, and you display kindness, forgiveness, happiness, joy, peace, you'll get along with the whole world. Get along. We don't need anything other than that. But it's never going to be like that. It's never going to be like that.
Is. We all know how it's so simple that it seems so complicated. Everybody's over here wanting a better future and things to change, but no one's willing to put in the hard work and effort. And they run from themselves when they should be putting in the work into themselves to.
They need to go listen to Michael Jackson.
Huh?
Michael Jackson. They need to go listen to Michael Jackson, The Man in the Mirror. I love that song.
No, that is a great song though.
But it tells you if you want to have an impact on the world, man, you can't be eating donuts and pointing at the world saying, look at all these lazy fat people.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? You have to practice you have to go. You have to. The biggest impact you're gonna have is being the person that makes the difference by becoming the best version of yourself. And you don't need to go out and really spread the gospel or anything if you're displaying it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why that we've been noticed and we get targeted. Maybe we are little pillars of light walking around a very dark world, and maybe we just stick out like a sore thumb.
I was
In the
just
spirit
thinking,
realm, we do.
it
In the
would be
spirit
good.
realm, we do. We're marked. We're marked by God.
Of course we are.
We're sealed.
Let
We're
me read a
sealed.
passage of the Bible for everyone. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me by the side the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's my favorite one. It's very good, isn't
You
it?
know, what do you think about when they're talking about setting the table in front of the enemy? What do you think about that?
I think that's exactly what he does, because I also understand when people die, the bad
But do you
ones.
understand that? Do you understand that you are the table?
No, I'm not the table.
Yeah, you are. So like this. So God, like how I broke this down in my experience. I'm sitting here like stepping on faith so hard, and I'm like, God, I thought you was gonna set my table in front of the enemies. Come on, you know. And then and then like in my edits here when I was telling you guys I put on 20 pounds of muscle out of nowhere, like a miracle, like a fucking miracle. Fucking 8-pack popped out. I got like muscles and shit popping out. It's like, and then that scripture hit me. Holy shit. That's what that means. God literally set the table in front of my enemies. They have to look at me now. All these haters and shit attacked me when I was a
I see it.
yeah.
I see what you
Yeah.
mean.
I was a fat ass. I was a loser. I was a piece of shit. I was a nobody, man. I didn't have the fruits of the spirits. I was angry and upset and depressed and shit all the time. I was a loser. Now I'm happy all the time. I'm in joy. I sit in that peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm 46 years old. I'm yoked as fuck. I shouldn't even be yoked like this. I am the table. Now the enemy's got to watch, and they're gonna have to watch me rise because I am rising. They're gonna have to
That's
watch it.
why, yeah, facts.
So
That's
I'm
why
still in the same community. I'm still in the same community around the same people, but now the table is set. And what, man, I didn't realize that until I read that scripture, and I'm standing in front of a mirror or something when I read it, and I was like, "Holy shit! Damn, I'm the table now." Now you guys are gonna have to watch me eat. Now God's gonna set the table. I am the table. Now God's gonna set the table because I'm in alignment and I'm obedient. So it's gonna work out. I have faith.
But that's one thing that makes the Bible so beautiful is each person can read something slightly different. And that's okay. Because then we can come together and talk about it, and we might come up with a completely different idea by putting all our ideas together. It brings people together. It makes people talk.
Even with yourself, you might read that and then it hits you a certain way, and then you go back and read it again and like
it hits you different
again, a whole nother way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Some people don't even
I love
know
the
how
Bible.
to talk. That's the problem.
I love the Bible, man.
Communication.
I do. I really love the Bible. I got 2 of them right here with me right now, sitting right next to me in my gym.
By the way, the thing's doing the same as yesterday, so we've got a countdown, and the live will be finished at 11 p.m. But I'm quite happy with that because I'm quite tired. So
It's late. What time is it over there? You're at like what, 10 o'clock at night?
10:15.
It's 10:15.
So,
Yeah.
So I think in 45 minutes. So we've got about 45 minutes left, and then it'll go off.
Oh my god.
What time were we on to this morning, Ayesha? 4 something?
4 or 5. Yeah, I'm quite tired.
I'm shattered.
I bet you are.
You guys, you girls have been busy. You ladies have been busy lately, man. I be seeing you guys all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I be seeing you guys all the time. I was like, there's my homies right there. That's my homies. I'm gonna pull up. That's why I pulled up today. I was like, there's my homies. I'm gonna pull up.
Oh, hello.
I like talking with you guys, man. I love it. I love it. I've been
I'm
friends
glad
with you
you
can't
guys
silence me for a
gave
long
me the
time.
opportunity today to talk to you guys. You guys are amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful to meet you. What's your name again?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Okay, sorry. I'm not really into names.
It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Jump on any time that you see us because
Yeah.
we all just sit here and talk nonsense between us. So jump in and join in.
It's nice
Yeah,
to
for
talk
sure.
nonsense. But we share stories.
See how we had a small disagreement and we just ironed that thing out so smooth, so quick, and we got past that.
Oh, I know.
It's okay. We can have different points of views, man. We all live different lives. We've had different experiences. We have different levels of experience, different levels of consciousness, different levels of the spiritual battle. We all have different levels of shit. So
Yeah, I mean, the
I
thing
like
is,
that, man. I like that shit.
we're
I
all
like how we
looking
just
at it
ironed
from
out.
different angles. You got to remember.
We're all good people that want to do good.
Yeah.
That's one thing we have in common.
Actually, I always
And
find
that's
that,
what it boils down to.
yeah, the only problem comes when
We should
somebody
listen
wants
to
to
the words of
control what you
Jesus.
think.
Yeah, we should take the words of Jesus more literal than the rest of the Bible. Yes, there's important things in there, but again, there's been a lot of things changed for the agenda. So you just have to be, you just got to work it out yourself. Do you think that's right? Do you think that aligns with the God that you know in your heart?
Well, I
think
believe the Bible.
He's teaching us how to be centered with ourselves, how to go inward to find God, that the temple is the body is the temple. He actually says he said, you are all gods. See what I'm saying? I look at it like this. Jesus or Yeshua was just like us. He was a chosen one that got targeted. He went through extreme hardships, had his soul crushed. The Ruach HaKodesh came in, poured the Holy Spirit into him. He went and studied esoteric knowledge and learned how to do chakra alignment, how to heal, all this stuff to be a healer. He's a mystic. It's a fact. He was a mystic. Tell me he's not. He's over there touching people's eyeballs and he's performing miracles. He was a mystic. So he went and studied this shit for a long time. And I believe that he didn't know who he was in the beginning, but then hit the state of enlightenment and was like, holy shit, I'm the one that has to fulfill this prophecy. That's me. I'm the only one that can do it. And he's the only one that did do it. I don't think he was the only one that could have fulfill that prophecy. He's the one that did do it. And he knew that he was there. He knew how the house, like, he knew he was Pisces and this and that. He knew like everything that, because if you think about it, when Moses came down from with the Ten Commandments, he was pissed. He's like, "You dumb motherfuckers, you got to stop worshiping that golden bowl." See what I'm saying? Because they transitioned out of Taurus, which is the bull, into Pisces. Moses is basically saying, we're in a new order of the ages, dumbasses. You guys are still back there over there fucking doing that shit over there in Taurus back there. We're in the order of Pisces type of shit now. You know, Jesus. And so we're in the new order of the ages. And so that's at the end of the Bible and Revelations, all that shit. Follow the man with the water into the new house, which is Aquarius, which is the age of enlightenment. You know, the global consciousness is going to expand, and it is expanding.
You think when he was talking about balancing the scales and all that, you think he was talking about Libra energy?
I'm Libra. So I truly believe that God is good and evil. He's both. He's a balanced being. I believe it's a balanced being. If you want to look at the most simplest symbol that could potentially be the most complicated symbol, is the yin and yang. If you look at if you look at the tiny little black dot, that black dot becomes the big side on the other side. And then the opposite. So it's if you think about it with your mind in 3D, that's in perpetual motion. It's always moving. So us, the remnant, we are the light in the dark. We're that little white dot.
That's actually what Jesus says as well. And don't put your lamp in the cupboard, he says. Make sure it's up out so everyone can see it. And if you've got darkness inside you, how deep is the darkness?
Well, we have to go through the dark to get to the light. And as spiritual beings, we know that. You have to go through the dark to get to the light.
The trouble is, people who like the darkness, they don't like it when you shine the light.
No.
Do they?
Well, they don't want to face, there's spiritual things that have to happen to have spiritual breakthroughs. You have to, like the dark night of the shadow. And so to truly love yourself, you have to know who you really are. And a lot of people aren't willing to face who they really are. There's a spiritual moment that happens where you have to go and find yourself. When you're crushed and abandoned and betrayed at the highest absolute levels, you have to show up for yourself. So you have to find yourself. God help you do that. But
for sure.
You have to find God within, going inside of yourself.
You tend to find that when you've been completely and utterly shattered. You've been broken beyond broken. And you have got to sit and put yourself back together again.
Yes.
That's when the
Ruach HaKodesh. If you have a good heart, that's when the Ruach HaKodesh will come down and will sit with you.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've been in the hardest, most broken, I've been in the hardest, brokest moments, and I've just had that spirit with me that just comforted me. But yeah, go ahead.
So isn't that one way we could look at this gang stalking stuff? Because ever since we realized we were being gang stalked, it kind of pushed us into our awakening and our purpose and more knowledge. So it's like, this is kind of a gift and a curse, I feel like at times, because there's times this thing pushed me so hard that I actually gained some type of knowledge or strength. Now I could go out there and I feel like I could take on a lot, but I had to go through that. Like, we have to go through certain things to become more powerful, more smarter, more wiser, and all of that. So with this program, I think it pushes us to our limits, but it depends on if it's going to make us or break us. And I feel like, what if the people, the higher ups, they're pushing us to our limits to see who is the real chosen beings and who's going to win and who's going to fail. Just like the Hunger Games type shit.
I think
who's going to make it and who's not going to make it, you know?
And may the odds not be ever stacked in your favor, because it isn't. Sorry, it's cuck.
Well, look at all the people that in the Bible that survived these gang stalking programs. Look what happened with King David. He became king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm. So this stuff sucks, but I mean, it depends on how we look at it at times. Because I know it's easier said than done, but if we use it for our benefit to make us whatever
you'll become a better person.
Exactly. Yep. Yep, and like I'm trying to. I feel, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just one way of how I'm looking at it at times.
Well,
It's the
also,
only
I
way to
mean,
get the thing off your back. It's the only way. I think it's a vibrational thing because you have to think about this: anger, resentment, fear. These are all media pushed frequencies. These frequencies keep you locked, stuck in the program. To ascend is to find the peace that surpasses all understanding. To ascend is to lift your frequency and get up out of the gang stalking. That's how I think, because they don't fuck with me no more.
Uh-huh.
You got to cut
You
that
have to,
string on the balloon. Let that balloon fly high.
yep, you have to elevate out of it. So
Uh-huh.
it's like a crow attacks an eagle, and the eagle don't even try to fight back. Is all the eagle got to do is ascend higher and higher and higher, and then the
Oh
crow will
yeah.
lose oxygen and fall off. He didn't have to lift a finger. So all he had to do was
Yeah.
ascend. That's what you have to do, lift your frequency. And I think, like Aisha was saying last time I was on a live, was talking about a frequency that's going to come in. And I
yeah.
think you're going to be able to catch that frequency or not. I think, and that's why us are here trying to enlighten people and try to help people. It's the same. We're trying to help people down the same path that Jesus was. All I'm trying to do is bring people to God, and they can handle it from there. I'm just trying to show God's real, just by displaying who I am and my testimony. You know what I mean? And
I think that
I'm
prayer
not.
and fasting is the only way. And I think we
It'll
should do
bring.
a joint
Yeah.
fast together if you're up for it, guys.
I'm
And
down, and that's
and
what the word breakfast comes from, is break fast.
yeah,
So
well,
that's a spelling word. Yeah,
like if we all decided not to eat and then meet at their lives, then we'd eat at the same time and pray together and eat together like a
Oh,
family.
that would be so great.
Yeah,
I
I'm up
never
for
done
that.
anything like that.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're up for it, we'll start it tomorrow at eight
Oh,
o'clock.
tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're up for it.
uh,
And then I just think that we pray before we eat and we give thanks and we
I
pray
always pray
about
before I eat.
victory in our
I always pray.
lives. But I
I always
think
pray before I eat.
but yeah, if we do it together, I think it'll give us all strength, and the prayers will be
You know,
strong, really
you
strong.
know what the praying does. The praying, you go in there and it puts positive energy into the food, into the water molecules that are in the food, and then you take that positive energy and you consume it. That's what that is. That's what prayer does. You put good love intentions into your food.
And
Yeah,
if
but
Just
we
it's
like
do it
all,
as a
when you,
team, it amplifies.
yeah, and it's also
yeah. So just
Exactly.
yes,
vibration. It's vibration and
yes. It is.
frequency.
Yeah.
Everything's vibration.
Yeah,
Everything's vibration.
but if
Oh, do
we're
you
all
guys not
doing
see
it,
this? The reason why we're separated, because if we did this together in person, it will be like amazing. But the fact that we're still doing this and we're doing it over technology, this is what they're trying to break. That's why we can't
Yeah.
ever come together, because we're so separated. But if we did come together and do things like this, that's how we start shaking up things, because we're starting to come together, find our way, and we're about to change stuff, you guys.
The
but
We're going
support
yeah.
to
groups
shake
getting
those
bigger
tail
and bigger and
feathers.
bigger.
So
The
just
support groups are
remember,
getting bigger. The
even
people
if
are
you
getting.
can't make it to the live, 8 o'clock UK time, eating time, the rest of the day not to eat and just have coffee and that kind of thing. And then at the end of at 8 o'clock UK time, if you can't make the live, then you can pray together, even if you're not with the live. And we'll do that for 7 days, and we'll just see how we get on. And I'll be praying for victory over the gang stalking, that God will make a way and He'll give us a relief and a break and some power in the prayer life and power of joy and peace, just to give us some rest, because a lot of us are tired, really. And I do think if we pray
Yeah.
together, I promise you it's going to work. I just know it. I know it's
It's
going to
gonna
work.
lift. You know why? Because it's gonna lift your frequency.
I think it'll lift all our frequencies together. And
It's a vibe war. It's a vibe war. It's a vibe war.
yeah,
Everything that they do to us is to keep us low vibe. Everything they do to us is to keep us low vibe.
well,
Who's
also just to
Antipas?
say, if anybody's listening, you can join in with the fast, even if you don't want to come on the live. You can do it as well. So we're starting it tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. Will be eating time, and the rest of the day is fasting. We don't eat, and then when we eat, we'll pray for everybody. And we won't just be praying for ourselves, we'll be praying for all of the targeted individuals against the spiritual warfare, against the negativity, against the darkness, against the demons, and against the principalities of this world that they can't domineer our lives, they can't affect us, that every weapon formed against us will drop down and fall, it will not succeed. And I believe that this is what we're meant to do. I really think so. Yeah. It's a good place to come and share, but also pray together. Because the power of prayer, every time I've prayed, I've had such success. You know, and also buy scripture. Yes, someone was just saying, buy scripture and wear clothing with Bible scripture. Have some scripture in your house. If you need a Bible, contact me and I will send you a Bible for free. I'll also send you a Bible scriptures. If you want to join our group, you can have Bible scriptures daily. I also make up pictures for your walls with scriptures if you want those. I don't charge anything. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I will send it to you. So, you know, anything that will help you. I also do bookmarks with handmade bookmarks with scripture and things that you can put in your wallet or in your purse, and all sorts of things. So, you know, whatever you need, just think of me as like God FM stationer. All right?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Oh,
She is.
thank
She
you.
really is amazing. She's out here fighting like a bulldog, man. She's out here like a bulldog.
Okay, and
Fighting.
then the fact that you're like free of charge, like, you know, that shows that you really care, because there's people out here that are like, oh, just for $9.99 it would give you fast shipping, and you know, but you're just
She's
like,
feisty.
you
Dude, she's
know,
feisty too, man. She's feisty sometimes too.
Oh,
She's like,
thank you.
hey, there you
like,
go.
damn, dude, chill, cuz. Chill, cuz.
But I mean, if you haven't got a Bible, then I will send a Bible, and I'll send you a nice Bible, and it'll be one I pick out for you, and it will have scripture, and I'll highlight, and I'll also put little bookmarks in, all sorts of things. And I love doing that, you know. And also for children, I do children's Bibles, send those out, and guidance notes and books that will help you understand the Bible. Whatever I have actually a whole library of books, and I love to. I've actually also got a garage full of Bibles and study books, which are for the days when they stop us from reading these books, and they're hidden.
This
So
is wild. I love this.
Yeah,
so
no, I love that too.
it's handy, you know. But also, I recommend, like, when I go to the charity shop, there's always Bibles there, and I always buy them. Any books I buy of scripture, anything to do with, even one little small book of happy notes from Jesus. I'm like, oh, that would be nice for someone, and I carry them around and give them away.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, it's nice, honestly. It's what the
What's
churches
up,
should be
y'all?
doing. Oh,
My
hello.
grandma had bought me an amazing book,
Oh,
and it's all about
praise the
who's
Lord.
who in the Bible.
Oh,
It's,
yes.
it's really interesting.
What's up, y'all? Look, I got two right here in my gym.
Yeah.
Oh
Cool,
my
huh?
god.
But also, like, if you're going to fight in a war, you need the weapons of war. So I'm going to do
Check.
some things on the fruits of the Spirit. And I'm also going to do more sort of prayers against this witchcraft and demonic attack that you guys can use. Because at the moment, I do the daily sword, the daily light, and I'm also going to do a daily spiritual warfare prayer, which I think will be bespoke for the targeting. It'll mention nanotechnology, EMF, and all of those. So that's another one I'll bring, but I haven't decided what to call it yet. So maybe have a think and let me know what to call it.
This is so great. This made my day, you guys.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's
Because it's
lovely to
only
have you.
2:31 where I'm at.
Is it? Oh,
I'm
okay.
in my gym. I'm in my
Yeah.
gym.
They call it high
There's the
rise.
They hacked that TV right there one time. Those are dorks, man. Those are dorks.
I thought you were hanging from a skyscraper for a moment then.
No, I don't do that shit no more. I can hang from this stuff. I got a
You don't do that anymore. Like, what?
right there. Look at that pull-up bar right there. Cool. Nah. Yeah, I used to hang off skyscrapers. I used to do. I was a commercial glazer. Union commercial glazer. Hey, you guys, I actually did. If you're ever in Seattle, I did the Kraken Arena, the Seattle Kraken Arena for the ice hockey.
Where are you
That was-
located, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in a Seattle area.
You're in
Seattle.
Seattle. I'm in Portland.
Oh, for real? I have another friend. One of my dear friends is over there in Oregon. I was supposed to go see her soon.
Hey, we gotta. Hey. You gotta link up
You
with
have to
me.
link up, yeah. You gotta link up.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, look at
That'd be
this
fun.
already starting. Man, you guys are great.
We can
Oh,
kick it. Pow, pow. What y'all doing, man? Look at this shit.
it's going to be great,
It would
honestly.
be
Big.
awesome if
Look
we
at this
could
shit.
all meet
We gonna
up,
kick it.
but
Hiya.
because we're so far apart, it's difficult. But then again, it seems to be the going thing that if we just got a boat, row over, we can walk into whatever country we want, because apparently that's what you do these days. So we'll just start sailing to America and we'll all meet up.
Well, you could just seek asylum in England,
Let's go.
couldn't you?
That's it. You'll get a council house. You'll get your benefit money. You'll get a nice spanking new mobile phone. You'll probably get given an AK-47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
if we are all together, you could always just say that you're a reporter for God FM, couldn't you? If you work for
Yeah.
God, if you know that if you work for God, you can pretty much get a visa for most things. But I don't know
You
for
got any
how long that will
t-shirts?
be.
We'll
Got
just
some
claim our
t-shirts.
houses
Let's
or
trade some
churches.
t-shirts. Let's trade some t-shirts. You got any t-shirts? I like your logo.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people want to
Got.
get some t-shirts. I might start doing t-shirts if you want me to. And I could have
Yeah, dude.
spiritual warfare scripture on the back and stuff with the God FM
Yeah, I
logo on
like
the
that
front.
logo.
I think so. It'd be
Black and
great on
gold
a
is my thing,
tracksuit,
man.
wouldn't it? Eh?
It takes a little bit of money,
It
but
would.
I think that would be amazing for your brand and your ideas.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
I
you.
love your logo. I
Oh,
do. I
thank
love your
you.
logo. Black and gold.
God's designed that, actually. He designed that logo. He put it in my head, and I was like, wow, that's nice. And then I
With
had
the
to tell
lion
the
of Judah.
designer what to do. Yeah,
It's a
it's
mean
great.
logo. That's a long lasting. That's a long lasting logo for sure.
Oh,
That's
it's
going
pretty,
beyond
isn't
that.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing else. I'd get mad at you. I'd be like, why you do that? If you tried to change your logo, I'd be like, nah.
Oh,
Boo. Go back.
well, the thing is, we're not a radio station, are we? So the FM, but the FM, I think, means something because it's uh, for the frequency. And I think it's Ariel. You know, Ariel in the Bible, which is the prophecies. I think God FM is the Ariel of the Bible. He goes, oh, Ariel, Ariel, you know. So I think this is like
I like that. I like how you put the
frequency.
FM on there. It's a frequency thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I think so. Raising the frequency. Yeah, that's what I think it's about, actually. Because
Me
also
too.
God told me that Esther is called Esther because she's to test her, and Cyrus is called Cyrus because it's about being serious. All of the names mean things. It's very interesting. It's so fascinating. But that's why it's so important to read the Bible, because once you've read the Bible, then God gives you the humorous side, like the penis and the sheet. And he says, I'm the penis. And we go, oh, are you penis? He says, yeah, I'm the penis. Why are you the penis? Pen is. And she's the sheet. And I'm like, what's that? Sheet of paper. And he says, then I think it and then I write it in ink, you know, pen and paper, dear. I'm like, okay, God. And he says, what's the difference between he and she? You go, oh, it is. Oh, right then. So yeah, he's very clever as God. Really amazing. He just gives me
Yeah,
amazing downloads. Yeah.
I love giving
I've had
my
some
animals like spiritual names.
I've had
I've
some
got
like
two
divine
reptiles and I've got Enoch and Zion.
Oh
I had
wow.
my
couple of
last two dogs were Angel and Diablo. And now the wee dog I've got now, I named him Kylum. Now that is ancient Latin and it means the heavens.
Well, the names are very important. Jesus comes as a lion. Do you want to know why he comes as a lion? Because
that was the
God is
most
Yeah.
El. Because God is
well
El. Just
in
please let
that
me
region. That
finish
was
for
the
a
strongest
second.
animal.
God is
I was
El,
telling you.
the letter L. So he's God and he's coming as a lion. So as in L-I-on. And you're going to stand on Zion, which is the end of the alphabet, standing on the end of the alphabet. Because I said to God, I really want to see Zion. And he said to me, you will. And then he explained that. And he said the word together means to get her. I was like, oh, wow. So this is all about Zion, seeing Zion. It's the Ark of the Covenant. It's the temple of God. It's the refining. It's being made in the image of God. It's testing. It's breaking you, reforming you. But you can't actually be remolded in the image of God while you're doing refined and burnt. I mean, you are being burnt in the fire, unless you pray. So I'm going to try and do some more spiritual prayers and things like this against the demonic realm. Because otherwise, when you're exposed to all of the breakage, because you are being broken, the demonic attacks are stronger and you're more vulnerable. And that's why you really need the prayer more when you're under attack. Not because it stops it, but because God is actually making the mold of you, and the demons are trying to affect that mold. Because you're like a clay pot that's been put in the oven to be glazed. And he's making you. He's in the process of making us right now. It's amazing. But it's not nice. Is it, guys?
Hurts a
Nope.
lot. It hurts a lot, man.
The physical pain is unreal.
Were you having pain at the moment?
But I
Oh, yeah.
survived that betrayal and
Hey?
abandonment, and betrayal is the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with.
Well, Tyler, where's your
Man, all-
pain?
Yeah, they've been hitting me the whole time I've been on live with you. My neck
Really?
and my skull.
Where?
All right here, and then it all going around my skull like this.
And what about if you move?
Yep, it's like I before I was in a truck. They were doing it. Then I came in the house. I went downstairs to start doing my laundry and that. They were doing it while we were talking. They're doing it. They'll do it while I'm sitting here on the couch talking to you. It don't matter what I'm doing, and
Have
it's
you got...
all day, every day.
All right, so, okay, I'll pray in a moment, but I recommend that all of you get fishing magnets, 300 to 500 kilo pickup, ones with the double handles. You buy them on eBay or Amazon, and they're normally $20 or $10, all right? And you make sure you get the double-handled ones, and you keep it on you all the time. You can take off the handles and keep those in another pocket, and then run it over your head and over any sore areas and start doing magnet massages, right? Because it really is amazing. And you can just reset your body. If you can afford it, you want to buy 7 of them minimum or 8 for the chakras. Then lie on the bed and pop one on each of your chakras for about an hour, once a week. Let me pray. Dear Lord, I pray now for healing, to relieve the pain, to take away any pain or injury. I command all demons to vacate in the name and in the blood of Jesus. You have no authority on any of the children of God, anybody listening to this live, or anybody who follows God FM. I ask for a shield of protection, of love, peace, and most of all, the fire of Elijah, that the demons will flee and be petrified. I want the children of God to know that they have the protection, to feel different after every live that God FM does, that they won't actually be under attack more, but they'll actually have relief and peace, that where I go, the Lord goes, and we are together, and we are all joined together, and the Lord is with you. Even though I'm not with you, when we finish this live show, the Lord will be with you. Wherever you go, I want you to imagine closing your eyes and seeing Jesus there, and he's holding your hand. Can you see him? And he's looking down, and he's got his other hand, and he's roughing up your hair. And he's like, hey, come on, we'll be all right. I've done this. I've got victory. I've got you. Don't have fear. Only trust me, and I will lead and I will direct your steps, and I will give you peace and joy. I have the victory, and together we are going to do this, because you may walk through the valley of darkness, but I will never leave you nor forsake you, and I am with you wherever you go. And I'm your best friend, your father, and your brother, and your son. I am with you, inside you. That's why I'm called I am. And then I will never leave you. Okay? And you say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for loving me. And he's with you wherever you go. All right, in Jesus' name. And all the demons will be petrified, because they're going to see Jesus, right? Wherever you go, Jesus is there. He's your best friend. He's like a human being, just like us, but he's filled with light. And he's just so full of light that all the demonic entities flee. And you've just got to keep seeing that. And also, if you have any problems, plead the blood of Jesus over everything, like over the live, over any arguments, over any difficult situation. So I plead the blood of Jesus over this job. I plead the blood of Jesus over my car problems. I plead the blood of Jesus over my washing machine that won't work. I plead the blood of Jesus. Jesus, help me about even the little things, because God likes it. You know why? Because it shows him that you rely on him for even the little things. Don't ever think God's too busy, ever, because God loves you and he wants to be a big part of your everyday life, even brushing your teeth. It's like, hi, God, I'm brushing my teeth. How are you doing today? Little things. God loves it. He knows all the little quirky characteristics about who you are, the way you wrinkle your face when you smile, anything. God loved you and he made you just like you are inside the womb. So he wants to see you acknowledge him with those quirky parts. Because even the wrinkly bits that you don't like, God likes them. He loves them. It makes you who you are. In Jesus' name. Amen. Oh,
Amen to that.
oh, thank you guys.
Next,
Being
Aisha, you are a saint.
sorry.
You are a saint.
I love
Oh,
her voice. I
oh,
really
thank
love her
you.
voice, man.
Oh, thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
I really, I'm not lying. Like, I really love it. Dude, all my friends on here, dude, check this out. You guys all have different accents, except for my friend over there in Oregon. Me and her have the same kind of, but
Yeah.
man, you guys all, dude, man, I love it, man. I love it.
I know.
Oh, praise the
Yeah,
Lord.
we're all from different
I could
parts.
just, I could just sit here and listen. It's cool, man. I just sit here and
Yeah,
listen.
because Shadi's from Canada, and then Aisha, you're over in England, right?
Yeah, I'm in Torquay in Devon, but I'm originally from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And
I
I'm from
am.
Jersey, U.S. Then you got
Oh my
Oregon.
gosh, that's
I'm
cool.
How
I'm an
about you're in
African
Scotland?
queen, me.
Yep, I'm Scotland.
That's so cool,
That
man.
is
Take two to
so
tell.
amazing. That is so cool.
Yeah, I kick ass as well. When the TV doesn't work, I give it a smack. That's what we do in
I want to
Africa.
go. I want to go to Scotland. My family goes back to the Scottish Highlands.
Scotland's utterly, utterly beautiful. Don't get me
I
wrong,
want to go there so bad.
it's likely to rain. It will rain. Always, always bring a raincoat. Always assume it's going to be cold. But we get such beautiful scenery because it is so wet. Everything is green. And
That sounds a lot like where I'm at.
the
It's real wet
air's
here in Seattle.
relatively fresh. Don't get me wrong, we still get the geoengineering and all that bullshit here as well. The water's probably contaminated the same as everywhere else, but it's softer water than down in England. You know,
You get
when
a
you
lot of
boil your kettle in England, you get sediment at the bottom of your kettle. That doesn't exist in Scotland. We don't have to clean out our kettles or, you know, pick hard bits out your cup of tea. It's nice, but it's compromised the same as everywhere else in the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
It got compromised. It got compromised back when they stole the throne from Braveheart.
Well, it's steeped in history. All you have to do, if you ever come to Scotland, if you walk down the streets of Edinburgh, you can feel the energy, and it's not necessarily good. So just make sure you say a few prayers first. I wish I had done that the last time I had went, but it's you can feel it. It's electric with energy.
Well, supposedly if the Jesus and Magdalene bloodline lived on, supposedly, it would have went through the Merovingians, and the Merovingians crossed over there in Scotland, in the Scottish Highlands. So
I had
if
heard something
Jesus's
about that.
bloodline had survived, if it had survived, there's a high possibility that it landed into the Templars and ran down through Freemasonry.
Yeah, I've heard that from somewhere else before, but I couldn't find much information on it myself. I just, maybe Google was blocking it, you know, the same old
Well,
bullshit, but I just couldn't find much.
I'll tell you, it's linked into the Rosalind Chapel and through the Merovingians. And the Rosalind Chapel is where the St. Clair name crosses. And if you think about just the name St. Clair, which ties in heavily with the Merovingians and supposedly the Jesus bloodline, if just the name alone, if you think about it, St. Clair, what's a saint? A saint is like an angelic person, right? And if you think about the name St. Clair, if you think about Claire, that could be the gifts from God. Clairognisance, claircognizance, clairvoyance, all the Claires. There's like 14 Claires. That could be what they'd be talking about. Think about it. A St. Clair. An angelic person that has the gifts of God. St. Clair. That could translate into that. St. Clair. An angelic person with the gifts of the Clairs. All the Clairs. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience. Those are gifts from God.
Yeah.
That's kind of where intuition and shit comes from. Is intuition comes
Interesting.
from those gifts.
Very,
So I've
very
thought about
interesting.
that. So it is interesting. So if the bloodline did survive through actual blood, then it would have, the history says that it would have possibly, most likely ended up through the Merovingian bloodline. And then it would have ended up very high possibility where the Templars are. Now, if you think about the Templars and how they got into power, well, they're the ones that created international banking. But there was something that made the Pope want to destroy them overnight. Because they crawled into power. They supposedly had the Ark of the Covenant at one time.
I was going to
If you
say,
think
did they
about
not
it,
have the Ark?
yeah, if you think
Because
about
man,
what's the
I
Ark,
wish
to
I
me,
wish I knew where
to
that
me, the
was.
Ark is the body. To me, the Ark is the body. So if you truly think about it, the Ark could be the DNA.
Who do you think's got it? Do you think somebody's got it, or do you think it is still genuinely hidden? Because I would love to get into the archives of the Catholic Church, the Vatican. They've got important shit down there. I don't
Yeah,
know if
we're never.
it's.
I
I
think
don't
I
think
think
it
they
goes
have
as far as the
technology.
Ark.
I think they have technology and shit down there and everything.
In fact,
I
Aisha,
think some.
have you heard about there's, I think it's Ethiopia. They say that they've got the Ark of the Covenant and they're
Yeah, I've
guarding
heard that.
something, but nobody's allowed in. And people that do the guarding, they're only there for X amount of years and they get very, very sick.
I
I
think the Ark of the
Because,
Covenant is. I think the Ark of the Covenant is the DNA, the blood.
I think the Ark of
I
the
think it's the
Covenant is
blood, and
inside
I
us.
think
That's what I
yeah, I
think.
think it's the blood. It's
okay.
inside of us. It's the Ark of the Covenant. If you think about what's an ark is a vessel. What is the
Wait, real quick.
vessel always referred to? Is the body. The body is the vessel. So the Bible always refers to the body as the vessel. And if you think about what's a vessel, what's the ark? Like the Noah's Ark. It was a boat. It was a vessel. So I think the body is the vessel. I
Yeah.
think we are the Ark of the Covenant. If you have that blood, and if you think about it, if that blood did survive and it went through the Merovingians and through the Rosalind Chapel and over there into the St. Clairs and into the Scottish Highlands and then down into the Templars, which would make sense why the Templars had so much power, and then survive down through Freemasonry and all that. It'd be a giant secret. They wouldn't want nobody to know that if the bloodline was alive, they definitely wouldn't want nobody to know that. They wouldn't want nobody to know that.
No,
But if it
JT,
did go
what's
from there,
Fluff and
but from there
speculation
it could
about?
go anywhere in the world. From there it could have went anywhere in the world. That was what 2,000 years ago. So if it was real, if that really happened, which it could have happened, it could have happened. The way the timelines work and the history lines up, it could have happened.
Oh,
And if it
yeah.
did happen, if it could have happened, that blood could be all over the world by now, all over the world, all
well, it
over the
would be
world.
if you think about it. It would
Yeah.
probably have reached all corners by now.
By the way, I just want to
But
say hi to JC. I see you haven't responded to my hello. Um,
I was kind of trying to focus on the chat too. I was like, are we in two separate? I'm trying to put two and two together. What you guys are saying and what the chat's saying. I'm like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what?
JC came on here and he was really intelligent, talking about all sorts of amazing things. And then he went off and now he's ignoring me when I asked him how he is. But anyway, a lot of that happens sometimes. People don't believe in God or whatever, and then they don't want to talk to me anymore. That happens a lot. It's a shame, really, because I believe if you're targeted, it's because you're a child of God, you know, and we should try
I
and
think
work
so.
together and help each other, you know. So, yeah, praise
Absolutely.
the Lord.
We're all children of God, whether people like to admit it or not.
Yeah,
It's a
so,
fact.
yeah,
You either accept it or you don't accept it.
and the world's changing so quickly. I mean, it's like quite frightening as well, isn't it, with everything that's happening? If you
Well,
guys
We're
want
all
me to,
child,
by the way,
but there's also narcissists too. So
this live
there's
will be ending
narcissistic
in
people.
6 minutes. If you want me to do another live, just say so, and I'll come back and we'll do it. You know, another hour or so. Okay, if you guys want to. You want
If
to?
I see you guys
Hey,
on, I'll hop on. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what I'm doing.
I'm gonna speak for JC now, okay? Because he's not up here in the box. What we're talking about is how we both feel. We're about facts,
Yes.
proof, doing all this stuff to try to make our lives better.
Yeah.
And is I don't know how to explain it. Is we all can sit here all day long and beat around the bush with this stuff. But if everybody wants to truly do something about what's happening to us, we have to do something.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, I mean, we can get here all once, and I'm not saying I'm against God or anything like that, but I'm sorry. Like, in my opinion, I'm tortured that much and I'm run on a daily basis. God is not taking my torture away.
Yeah, but it's about prayer, and it is
Oh,
about
it
making
is
that
prayer. I
commitment.
mean, but we need to focus on the factual evidence that's going,
But
that's what's happening to
you
us.
also said you weren't taking care of yourself the other day. So you need to spend more time. You need to take care of yourself more.
Oh, that's
You
right.
need to put
JC
more time
doesn't.
into yourself.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to have people who don't really believe in God, and they won't be able to fight this. You have to have the weapons. This is a spiritual war, and in the spiritual war, you have to fight
I
with
wouldn't
this
have gone through that
spiritual
shit.
weapons of prayer. I already know that prayer works, but it is a real grind. It is, and you may say it's not, and you may disagree with me, JC. Okay, but that's your prerogative. You can think whatever you like. Yeah. But I work for God, and I can tell you that God's done amazing things for me and many other people through prayer. It really is. And, you weren't made by a big bang or whatever. There was something much more to your creation. So you got to think about why were you put here? What was creation all about? Why do all the super pop stars and things worship the devil? You know what I mean? Okay, I mean it's pretty obvious.
Exactly.
The devil's real, God's real, guys. You know, it's just if you don't believe in God, then that's fine. Just go and find out for yourself. All you have to do, tell you what, go and prove to me that God doesn't exist, and you'll end up proving to yourself that God does exist. And
I
if
I
you
don't
like
think
that.
it's about not believing that God exists. It's nothing everybody believe. I mean, I believe there's a God, but I mean, what we're going through is horrendous.
it is
I mean,
horrendous.
and some of us are going through it a lot worse than others. And I mean, I just can't, like, way it is with me. I can't just sit here and be all, happy, cheery while I'm like Tyler there being tortured nonstop 24/7.
I don't know why they
My
stopped on
body
me.
being tortured.
I don't
And
know why.
in my opinion, and I mean, I don't care if people hate me for this.
Yeah,
Like, I think once you're targeted, you're targeted,
yeah.
and it stays. It stays for life.
It
I
seems
see
that
them trying
way.
to hover on my social medias. They're still trying to honeypot me, and I still see them on my
I mean,
social
I've
medias trying to
realized I've
hover.
been targeted all my life. They've tampered with every part of my life. It's broken me to smithereens.
I
Okay,
showed you guys
Chandy, as far as I'm
10 years of
concerned,
hacking.
you know how
I
I
showed you
feel. I
guys
wish I was
10.
never born. But whatever the reason we were put here, we were put here for a reason, and we have been chosen. And we need to find what we can do together, and I believe we have to do it together to fight this war. And yeah, it is horrible, and it's not easy. But to make it, it's not going to be easy. Otherwise, everyone's going to make it. Everyone's going to get there.
Yeah,
There's
I'm not
a
religious at
prize
all.
at the
I'm not
end.
religious at all. I'm 100% into the spirit. I'm not
Yeah,
religious at
Yeah,
all.
I'm
exactly.
spiritual.
It's
I'm
about
0% religious. But
exactly
I could still
religious.
look
All of
into,
these
I could still
religious
see
things are
divinity
just
in
to
it.
divide us anyway. You
But
know
it
that.
is a system of control. And the truth is there if you realize it's all inverted. Everything's
Well,
inverted.
yeah, there is the truth, and it's all in the words. If you know how to dissect the words, you can work out the truth from that as well.
Well, if you look, it's just true. Is all it is stories of a small tribe of divinity that survived. So as long as you're not reading it literal and you're reading it spiritual, then you'll get the lessons that are out of there because all they are is lessons. So you can either learn these lessons in life by learning them yourself, like Job's. I went through Job. If I hadn't been such a hard-headed, I could have seen this happening to me and I could have realized what was going on. But I had to learn that lesson. So that's what the Bible's get. The Bible is basically a basics instructions before leaving Earth. It'll teach you how to ascend. It's a guide to what Yeshua was teaching was ascension. He was teaching us how to line up our chakras, open our heart chakra, as above, so below, so within, so without. And so he was teaching us how to love with intention and how to think and how to have discernment. You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything metaphysical. And all these illusions that we deal with with the veil and all that shit, with the everything being inverted, there's such slight fucking variations of the truth
By the way, the
that
live's going to be ending in 55 seconds. It's on a countdown.
it's big. I like talking with you guys, man.
Oh, I love talking to you guys. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I believe that this is a spiritual war and it is about prayer.
JC, right? Yeah, walk with Jesus. He came here to teach us how to do it. It's an ascension. He
Absolutely.
came here and showed us
And the
this
book
is
is
how
a
you do it.
manual, and Jesus is a manual too,
Yeah,
because Jesus
and
is
everyone has the
us.
power.
Yeah, I believe
Everyone has
Jesus
the
is
power.
inside us. That's what I
There's
believe.
but the refinery is real and it burns like a motherfucker. You got to shut off all those dead branches and shit, man. That shit hurts like a motherfucker, man.
I tell you what,
Refinery.
I'll tell you what, in a
Man, that
minute,
shit.
if this goes off, I'll come back again, all right? Because this thing's, I don't know why it started doing this. It just shuts down,
Come
guys.
come back in a little bit and I gotta
Time
handle
is up,
something.
Yeah,
I'll be
it
back.
says.
yeah, I'll
Oh,
be here.
oh, it looks
I
like we're
like you
still
guys, man.
on.
You guys are cool.
It looks like we're still on. The countdown hasn't cut us off. But if it does, I'll come back, all right? So, yeah. So, like you wouldn't be able to fix a car, right, unless you had the manual and all the tools. Is this right? Am I
Well, I
right?
think I think if you're touched in, you're touched in. So you got. I think you're wrong because think about it. Jesus didn't have anybody before him to teach him how to do this shit.
Well, exactly. And I mean, he can only do so much. I mean, if you
He's
read
the original blueprint. He's the
if
original blueprint.
if you read what Thomas was saying to Jesus in the other books, Jesus actually gets quite fed up with them, and he says, "Listen, I'm not going to be here for much longer, and if you can't get it, we're really stuffed," kind of thing. So basically, we've got to be able to get whatever he was trying to say to us from these
It's
books.
unconditional love. He was telling you how to line your chakras up and how to open your heart chakra. And as above, so below. He was teaching you how to put your heart where your brain's at and put your brain where your heart's at. And then he was teaching you basically what's going to happen when we move into the new order of the ages, and we'll be able to manifest a lot more, a lot
Why
better.
don't you come up, JC? Do you not want to come up and talk with us?
Yeah, Christ consciousness. He was telling us what's coming next because he understood. He's a mystic. He was a
Exactly,
mystic.
Tyler. Exactly.
He was a mystic. He knew what was
A lot
coming
of
up. He
people
knew
aren't going through what we're going through.
consciousness expands, and he knew that through his teachings, because the truth is hidden in plain sight. It's there. It's there. You just got to know how to look at it. He knew that we were going to the new order of the ages, and that there was going to be a shift of consciousness. And the
Tyler, on
shift
my
in the
page, I've done a V2K bit of audio, and it will also get rid of it. And there's also a red one, not dead yet, around the same area. That will get rid of the V2K, and also the rat sounds. I've also done that, and that will get rid of the V2K. And if you put it on your TikTok before you go to bed, and just leave it playing all night, because it will repeat, yeah, you will find that you get a lot of relief from that all night. All right. And the other thing to do, if you've got like TV or whatever with YouTube, put on insect repellent sounds that you can't hear, that's non-audible. Play that all night, and that will also stop the voice to skull. Okay.
Okay.
These are known, proved techniques, facts of what will stop a lot of this stuff, because they're emitting frequencies into your brain, and your brain's emitting frequencies out automatically. And then they are receiving them. Then they're sending them back to your brain, slightly confused, and your brain's now trying to work out what that is because it's not in the usual format. And then that comes through as if it's your own audio message, because it's a corrupted message that they've sent back that you sent out. Do you understand? So they've decoded what you sent out, and then they've recoded it so that you think that you're saying these things in your own head, but you're not. Right?
Yep.
So when you get this,
They were never able to trick me with that shit. I always knew what was me and what wasn't me. I always knew.
Well, no,
But
I
they were
do
doing
know,
this
but
to
it's
us
the
even
fact that they
before
force
we even
it
knew they
into
were
your
doing
head.
this.
It's forced. Like
Yeah.
I'll be
I
doing something.
don't know why they stopped. I don't know why they stopped with the DEW or none of that. I just put a video up the other day, last night, about me shadowboxing the camera, because it was a profound moment for me. It's like, it was after I realized, like, I ain't gonna die no matter what. I'm gonna fight these motherfuckers. So I put the camera up and I took the tape off and I fucking flipped off the camera and worked out, sweat pouring down. Had my guns out. I was pointing my guns at the camera and shit. I showed them for like 2 hours. I was like, you motherfuckers ain't gonna kill me. And it's just funny, man. Like,
So
they were hitting me with that DEW for like fucking 3 days straight before I made that video. And I had air pockets in my head and all that shit. I couldn't hear out of my ear. And so I made that video. Was like a couple days after I got my hearing back, and I was like, motherfucker, what? Yeah, I love that shit. I love that shit.
So
Yeah.
doesn't that make you guys think like how many actions we took and thoughts we had that we thought that was ours, but it really wasn't? We were being manipulated and just thought it was ours.
well,
Yeah, I think that's how they get Manchurian candidates and stuff too. That's how they be getting people. A lot of these people get cracked. A lot of these people get cracked into this thing, and they get blackmailed and doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and I feel like before you even actually know that they're using it on you or you have it, they're already using it. So like
And that's
sometimes
why, like,
you would like think
dude, like,
something, some weird ass thoughts,
yes,
or
yes,
or maybe like think some shit you wouldn't normally think. Like before it even started, you would be like, "What the fuck?" Like that,
dude.
this is normal.
I tested the stereo a couple times, and I would just think of something completely fucking random, and I'd go search it up, and then instantaneously, it would be right then and there, like, and it was them fucking with me. I was like, how do they always know what I was gonna do ahead of time? And
That's what
I'm hard to
always
predict,
gets me.
anyways. They
With
always
like
knew.
the ads and everything, and I don't even have to
Yeah.
say anything.
They're-
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
they're all placed there to fuck with you.
Because it's literally like they have something in your head where they're sitting at the computer, and every thought, every action, everything that's inside your brain, everything you know, all that, they have it
But
there.
it's
right
almost,
in front of them to see.
yeah, but it's like a live feed somehow that the AI, whatever the AI is, can respond directly back instantly.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. I don't
I
even know how to
know,
explain
it's
that
insane.
shit. I don't even know how to
JC,
explain
it
that
seems like
shit.
you have a lot of information, and I want to hear some of the.
Oh, JC knows a lot about all this stuff. He was on there last night talking about it.
yeah,
That's what I'm
Every,
saying. Come up now. You don't. You
I've
just don't
asked
want
him to come
or
up,
just-
but I don't think he wants to come up.
This kind of
everything that
stuff,
he
like,
was saying,
He might not be able to talk or something. Where he's at.
Yeah, I'll just
everything
send
that
another
he was saying
invite.
is true. Everything
Oh,
he's saying is definitely
He might be
facts.
shocked.
But
hi,
I agree with
JC.
He
Aisha
didn't
and what she's
invite
saying
me.
also.
I
Hi,
did
Wait,
invite
There
you.
he is.
I did. I
What's up,
I
sent you
never
an
man?
went on
invite.
pose.
I did.
I
I
sent you
also
one.
told you, come up and come, let's chat. But
I
you
like
didn't
you
see
to
the
just,
message you
I like
said.
you to just invite me.
I
It's
did
maybe
invite
hiding
you
the
and I
Turn
sent
messages
you a
that
there,
message,
on.
Aisha.
but you said you
Hey,
didn't
man,
see the message.
you hurt his feelings, man.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Love you, sweetie. How are you?
She's nice, y'all.
I'm
She's
good.
nice.
How are
She's
you doing?
cool.
Oh,
She's
okay.
cool.
It's been a horrible day. Horrible. How was your day?
Sleepy.
Oh, right. Okay.
I woke up at like 9, and then I got blasted by gamma and fell asleep till like 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Sounds a bit like me. Yeah, I've just had a horrible time, and I was in pain, and I
It
went back
makes
to
me
bed.
so sick, dude.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
it's
Same with
fucked up.
me.
Let me ask you this: why would they
I
stop
mean,
fucking
it's
with me?
not.
Why would they stop fucking with me? Let me ask you
They
that.
won't. They won't. I
This
mean,
is what I
Well,
don't
they did.
understand. This is the
so
stuff that I don't
They did
understand,
stop
and I'm
fucking with
not
me.
dissing
They did stop
anybody.
fucking with me. Because that DEW, when that last time when they hit me with that motherfucker, man, when I lost hearing in my ear and shit, that shit was
oh,
so fucking uncomfortable. That
I
shit was so
know, dude.
uncomfortable. Why did they stop though? Why did they haven't even
I
fucking
feel
me
like
like
we
that?
all
They-
are on a
Last time.
different. We are on target for
we're
different
human
reasons.
experiments
Though.
for the military because fucking Trump, dude.
I don't think
I don't
it's 'cause
see
of
why they
Trump,
wouldn't have.
though.
That shit would have
No,
got that
it,
shit.
it has everything to
That
do
shit
with
would have run
Trump.
anybody.
I can take you down this timeline of events, and I have
Did you
documented evidence of all this shit.
did you say
It's fucking
lefty?
Trump, dude. They're going for
There's
like
something about
New
that guy
World
that
Order.
rubbed me the wrong way.
New
Right
World
when my
Order.
awakening happened. Right
Yeah,
when
I
my
know.
awakening happened, I seen some weird
Like
shit that happened that I didn't like.
he's playing a part in it, but this is happening way before Trump was even considered being a
No, but you have
politician.
to
I know, but
understand.
he's pushing
He's
it. He's
fulfilling.
pushing it because Russia and China are experimenting on their people because they have no qualms with it because they're a communist government and they have no human rights.
He's fulfilling
And
prophecy. He's fulfilling
You just
prophecy.
everybody just listen
he's
to what
trying to.
JP gotta say.
He thinks he's Lucifer or some shit.
He does. He really does. I have proof of it. Watch some of my videos,
The false
man.
light bearer. The false
Yeah.
light bearer. I'm
Every-
starting
Talks
to
about
realize
the
that
devil all the time and
His
talks about how
speeches,
he made a
are
deal
like
with the devil.
worded backwards on purpose. So if you play some of his speeches backwards, they say the real shit.
Oh, okay. You've got
It's
those on your
fucked up,
videos,
dude.
have you?
Yeah. Watch some of them.
remember
I haven't
Charlie's
watched
wife
any
in that
yet.
weird awkward moment? Remember that Charlie's wife right after that shit happened where he got assassinated and then that weird awkward moment where Trump leaned in and he made his wife after that speech, he made her throw up that Illuminati sign?
Yeah.
You know, remember that? Like this?
Yeah.
He made her do it. He nudged her in that and then hugged her and made her do it. And she
Dude,
had that
I
grimace
study
on her
all of
face.
his speeches, and I watch his body language and I watch his eyes. I mean, I've read so many
He's the
books on
devil.
body language.
If
It's
you watch him,
ridiculous. I can
he
read
thinks
people
he's
like
alchemist.
books.
He thinks he's alchemist. When he's speaking a lot, he'll do like this. He's trying to alchemize.
Well, I mean,
Watch him.
just watch his eyes.
I'm
People
telling
look
you. I'm
down-
telling you.
When people lie, they look down to the left. When they're recalling something that's actually a real memory, it's up to the right. So watch when he says something, and just watch his eyes. He's a lying sack of shit, dude.
He is. And then there's
Everything he
people.
says is a fucking lie.
There's people then that thinks he's God.
I know, it's funny.
Oh, I know.
There's Christians that bow down to him like he's the Messiah.
Yes.
I know.
That's what I'm
I,
saying. They
I've,
think
I've
he's
heard
God.
about that. It's frightening,
the
isn't it?
second coming of Christ and all kinds of shit.
Oh, God.
But shit, well, that's what they think, dude.
Madness.
It's fucking unreal. But I mean, you look at Schriever Air Force Base alone. I mean, it's got 666 all over it. I told you guys.
The level of
Yeah,
of
that's
this
what
shit.
Tyler
so
just said. That's
the
what
level
Tyler
of this.
just
So
said
think
to
about it.
that.
Yeah, so
With
Tyler
Epstein-
just said,
With
That's what
Epstein,
Tyler
that was
just
he
said
was.
to that.
It goes deeper than that. Think about Epstein and his handler, Ghislaine. She had a fucking submarine license.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a submarine port. There's a submarine port on that fucking island too.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
trying not
of
to
course.
talk over people, but he has. It's literally been video proof where he's had conferences where he said 666 plenty of times, giving hints, and then he said many times on camera, facts. It's actual proof where he said, "Yeah, you know,
Dude,
I
I
made a deal
could,
with the
I could
devil."
take you guys for a ride down a fucking rabbit hole you would not believe right now.
can you do it? Go on. We're all in the mood, aren't we?
All right.
Go on then.
I
I
can't
like
post
hearing
the,
Do you want,
stuff.
do you want
can't
to take
post
a
the
bigger
video, but
screen?
I'm gonna have to do it through pictures. There's gonna be
Okay.
a lot of pictures.
Make him bigger again, Asa.
Okay, just going to try.
I don't know how to do it. Or actually, you got to do it because it's your live.
I think you might be able to as well.
Look at the stuff that
I
he's
don't
got.
even know how to do it.
Oh,
So this is United States
then-
Space
That's
Force.
Space Force. That's Space Force, right? Space
Yep.
Force. 666.
Six
all over the
heads,
place.
6 fingers, letter 6 in the middle. Up above, there's the the morning star, which is the symbol of Satan. Behind, you see the all-seeing eye in red.
If the sacred geometry behind that lines up to the year of completion too, if you think about it, so that lines up with prophecy. 6 times 3 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So 9 is the year of completion.
Yep. All right, that's just the first picture. I'm gonna take you on the ride here.
I don't know how to do that.
I've got
everything they do is Illuminati.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Just by looking at this stuff.
Lucky I can get a profile picture up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm with it.
Takes me 5 minutes
shit,
before the
JC,
live
man.
to get it all right.
I study symbology. I'm with this shit. I study symbology.
Yeah.
I all this shit too. I'm with
I
it.
mean,
This is what all this stuff
what
is.
all the
way
right above there,
like
the morning star.
Is that the morning
Lucifer,
star?
the morning star.
Yeah,
the morning star, Lucifer.
I'm gonna show you a bunch of shit. Here.
All the way down to Chevron, the like gasoline, the
it's
chevrons,
crazy,
the red, blue and red cubes, the chevrons, everything. It's in the military symbols. It's in everything. It's in everything.
It's everything. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's because the devil runs this world.
Yeah, it absolutely does. When you go through your awakening, you realize it.
There we go.
Oh God, that looks horrible.
That's
Did someone vomit?
Ancient no, it's old Aborigine.
That dinner, the cat vomited.
So this is in either Utah or Phoenix or somewhere in Arizona.
Native American. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the big eyes and the antenna.
Horrible.
So look at this. And this is one of Trump's speeches. And he was playing like the Lake of Fire during this speech.
Really?
Lake of Fire.
No way.
No, I'm not joking. You can look it up for yourself.
Serious? Good God. Wow. Oh. What's that?
What's that?
That's part of one of his speeches.
What?
Yeah, that's a
Guess
symbolism.
what?
That's a symbolism he used in his speech. And I play in Lake of Fire, and
Wow.
I'm gonna keep showing you more shit.
He's also held the Bible up during photo ops upside down on purpose.
Oh, they've started to make my muscles jerk on my back. Is anyone else getting the...
Oh, I've been like it ever since I've been on here all day, really.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
It is.
I mean, I study symbolism like crazy. Here's a better picture of it. No, it's really not.
It looks like 2 bog rolls.
Yes, I was about to say 2 rolls.
I know, but that's what he has as symbolism.
That reminds me of CERN.
I've studied like all kinds of different shit over the years.
I know, you're very intelligent. I really like you, JC.
That's what I do too.
I'm a pattern recognizer.
Man.
Same with me. Same here.
Very clever.
We're all neurodivergent. I'm telling you, each and every one of us is fucking weird and quirky and neurodivergent. In
I think so. I think the sun shines out of my asshole. What about you guys?
Well, absolutely. And I know a lot of the stuff that he's saying, but it's like, absolutely.
No,
dude, the visuals you just gave me is uncanny.
I fucking love this shit. That symbol right there reminds me of CERN. Like CERN is the 3 6s.
I can't see the symbol.
I don't see nothing there now.
I can't see it.
To agree what he's saying, I know a lot of the stuff that JC's talking about and he's saying, but the thing is, it's like when you try to show this to people and tell them, they think you're fucking nuts. And
they do. They really do.
It's annoying.
And I find it hilarious, dude.
So let me tell you something cool, like real quick, that goes back into religion. So Yahuwah was an actual deity, an ancient deity, and the rival was Moloch.
Hornet rat.
But if you think about it, so if Jesus was God, then that means Yahuwah would have had to have died to be born into Jesus.
What was that?
I'm gonna give you the links to these fucking speeches, though, so you can look at them for yourself.
That's the Baphomet right there, right?
Yep. I'm gonna give you links to these speeches, though, and I'm gonna give you a timeline. I might disappear for a minute, so.
Okay. Is someone having a shower?
There's water too.
Yes, like sprinkle,
And I
sprinkle.
hears a bunch of clicking.
Oh, that's probably the sprinkles. Me, I'm outside of my gym.
Are you?
I stay out
Nice.
here, man. Look, see,
I'm doing laundry.
look, I'm outside.
Nice. Okay. Very
Outside.
nice.
I stay out here. I stay out here.
Oh, hi.
You gotta
Wow.
listen to the speech very carefully.
Okay. Can you not play it?
Yeah, I've heard some speeches from him too, where it's like you could hear him say so much fucked up stuff.
Monetarily and military. Monetarily and military, but right up here, the psyche. Why the fuck would the Space Force be important for the psyche?
Right.
Yeah, I've noticed this as well, and it's alarming, isn't it?
But that's not the only thing.
Unless they know that there's actual aliens. Unless they know there's aliens. If you would need to worry about the psyche of the of the society
No,
if you knew for sure there was actual aliens, because that's gonna split people's fucking brain.
Mind control chips.
Yeah.
The psyche.
But
Psychological.
they were hitting me with that V. They were hitting
I
me
mean-
with that V2K without being shipped. They were hitting me with that V2K. They told me what it was with V2K.
How do you know you weren't chipped? They can do it silently.
I grew up-
at night, and you would never know, dude.
True, and I did grow up military, so I mean I could have. I've been to the hospital so many fucking times, man.
The army is literally experimenting with like deep brain stimulation devices, like medical voice, like no equipment, like voice to head communication for special ops and all that shit.
Dude, it's so fucked up. I was telling people around me
documentation on all this shit.
I was telling people around me, I was like, you wouldn't believe what they're fucking doing to me. I'm not begging for my life and shit, and I'm in despair. I'm like, they're fucking in my head. You don't understand this shit. Look,
Yeah,
The
and
thing
it's-
is, like China and Russia were experimenting with this tech, but they have no qualms against like experimenting on their people because it's a communist government. There's no human rights.
Dude, I used to sit there and I'd be going through it so hard, I'd be bawling my eyes out, and I'd
Trump
meditate.
to be able
and they'd
to
be,
advance this technology. Here, let me give you this document.
Yeah, they started on
Fuckers would
me
be
back
in my head.
They started on me in April of this year, and it has been nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's
But-
mental
Dude,
shit and hurting me physically, and it's
When
like
did, so
there is
they
no
only
way-
started this year on you, Tyler.
Yeah, the whole gang stalking shit and all that. I went through all of that since April of 2024. But
This
they
is a
started
dude from
using
Dartmouth.
V2K on me.
They came at me in March.
April,
They
this
came
was
at me in
years
March.
ago.
They came at me in March.
Sorry,
in
I'm
2024.
trying to listen to you, Tyler.
This
But
is-
Everybody's
This has
cutting in.
been this has been happening to me for 5 fucking years, dude.
the
They've been
voice to
hacking me. I
skull.
showed it like all my friends. I showed all my friends. 10 years for me, they've been hacking me. But I didn't know I was under attack. They came at me out of nowhere and attacked me like something I ain't never seen before. Man.
Yeah, they
Nope.
came in after. Oh, they're doing the weird shit now.
Yeah,
I
it
think
seems
it's
like-
That was happening in my pictures last night.
yeah,
It
that's-
seems like we've all been through either the voice to skull or we're still going through it. I'm just speaking on my own experience. I've been dealing with the V2K alone since April of this year. But as far as the whole gang stalking program in itself, it all started on me in April of 2024. And I find that weird too that it's both April for both things. Why is that?
that is
I
amazing.
think it's a
yeah.
dragnet. I think it's it's a system. So a year
Hey,
later,
look
to
at
like-
my look. Well, that's weird.
Dude, a year later, I was noticing the same things. A year later, like it's seasonal. A year later, I was noticing some of the same tricks and patterns they were using. Same shit.
Yeah, it's almost like they do the same thing every year because this
It's
dude
a
on
broad
his
program that goes out.
Yeah,
They're like throwing a
yeah.
net out.
This dude on his birthday, it's somewhere around February or March of every year. I get 1 day of a break. I don't hear V2K for the whole day, and he'll play like fucking excerpts from movies, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm like, "All right, I'm just gonna let it play. I'm not gonna argue. I don't have to hear you're going federal prison for fucking blah 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 this." you're a sex offender or whatever the fuck they fucking do to me every fucking year, or every day of every year.
Do you
Same
not
shit they
think,
say
can
to
I
men.
just say something? What if you got an electrical type jolt of like electricity through your fucking brain? Excuse my brain, French. But just sort of had a zappo and like.
That's what it felt like. That's what when they amped that DEW up on me. That's what it
Yeah,
felt
it's
like
like
when they
wearing a
amped it
TENS
up.
unit on your fucking back of your neck.
Yeah, but we need something to just joint it. So I'm just saying maybe we need to do something like plug some electricity into your head to sort of zap the damn thing out of its place. Yeah,
Right.
because
I read on Reddit where some
I
people actually were talking about how to do kind of try to do something like that to
yeah,
counteract it, so that if they did chip you, it'll basically it won't get the chip out, but it deactivates it so they can't continue to use it. But there hasn't been really anybody that's been successful to do it or to get a
but you're right
scan
though.
done
Think about
I
prove
this.
know
that
where
it's
my chips
actually in
are.
there,
Dude,
or they
dude,
can
dude,
see
think
I
about
could
it.
try
When you're
needling.
born,
I
when
could
you're
try
born, they
needling
take
with a
the
TENS unit and let you know what goes on.
when you're born, they take the baby out the room for a minute. You don't know what the fuck they're doing for a minute.
they're probably
Why do
swapping
they have to?
Yeah,
babies
dude.
around.
I wouldn't let him take my babies out of the
Yeah.
room
Why the
for a
fuck they?
minute.
Why do you have to leave the room with my baby? It's happened
Yeah.
to every one of my
No,
babies. They take my
I
babies
was
out the
like,
room.
I'm going with. You're not
It
fucking
doesn't.
taking my
Yeah.
baby away from me. And then they hook up some electrodes to their head and shit when
Who's
they
I do
hung
do
up
it.
remember in the
now?
military. I remember in the military, doctor, they had this little plunger thing, and they click it, and like the tip of a razor blade pops out. And I remember I went in there for something, and I hated going to the military, doctor. You sit there all day long for 8 hours a day sometimes. And I went there, and so it was like a flu or something. And they did this clicker thing with the razor blade that pops out, and they right here on my forearm, and it left a fucking big scar there for a long, long ass time, like a quarter-inch
Yeah, I
long.
woke up with two
I don't
L-shaped
know.
two L-shaped
Maybe they slapped
incisions on the
something in
back
me
of my
right there.
head
I
and a
don't
big
know.
lump on the inside of my arm. I have like 2 ounces of graphene oxide
Ah,
in
it's
my
match
blood.
mix gone. Match my mix. Oh,
Yeah, she said
bye.
she had to go eat dinner or something. I
Oh,
just said
okay.
see you to her, but I don't think anybody else seen the comment down there.
I'm
I
gonna.
didn't.
Give me a
I need to
second too.
find
I'm going to
somebody
show
that's
you.
good at
I'll show
hitting a
you my
vein
foot. I got
because
a
I'm
scar
gonna
on my foot.
extract it on my foot.
Yeah, I
Hey?
got a scar on my foot too. I'll show you in a second. Watch, and I'll show
And they
you
just removed my comment again. They're
What?
doing it to me again.
when
I
all
need
this.
to find somebody that's good at hitting a vein because I have 2 ounces of graphene oxide stuck in my left foot in the veins.
I could probably do it, but I'm in England.
Damn.
Fuck, dude.
Sorry.
They're messing
It's
with
got to
my
be a big
they're
needle
messing with
too
the
because
comment
the
section
graphene
again.
oxide powder they use is pretty big. I mean, it feels like it's sand.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh, God.
That's what they
So what
stop my
color
heart
is it?
with.
What
I'm sure
color
it's
is...
black because graphene is black.
Okay. Yeah, it
You know
probably
Etch a
is.
Sketch? Etch a Sketch, like the kid story where they had the back in the day?
Yeah.
That's
No, I
graphene
don't know.
oxide. The powder that's in it, that's graphene oxide.
Oh, okay.
Guys, can somebody else comment?
It's mildly magnetic. I
Got a
mean,
comment?
I can take a 200-pound magnet and move it through my veins. Oh my god, it makes me
You
want
know,
to
can
vomit just
anybody
feeling
hear
that shit.
me?
See my foot? Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear you.
I hear
Sean.
you.
See
What's
my
up?
foot?
When I go to
Oh.
click on the comment to make a comment, it says your comment wasn't posted because you're muted for the entire live.
What? You?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I comment on
You troublemaker.
match my mix there to say see you to her, and it came up
Troublemaker.
under her name, and then when I clicks on it disappeared, and then when I clicks on the type something is your comment wasn't
I'm
posted because you're muted for
gonna try to get
the
some more
live.
TIs in here.
Why did you go off and come back
I have a
on?
lot of TIs in my list. We'll find them.
They're
No,
messing
You guys
with
can see. You
everything
guys
again
can see
now.
my foot, right?
it's because we're talking about it, Shandy. I think.
But they did it to me last night
I'm gonna
too.
try to get every TI I have in my list in
Every
here.
day.
And I have a
Because they
lot,
don't
dude.
want you to know.
Because Ayesha, when you were saying that prayer earlier on, I lost internet signal. I went down to 3G.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah, because you cracked up, and I'm like, why is it suddenly went silent? And I noticed up at the top my Wi-Fi signal had went, and I had 3G. I'm surprised it actually didn't kick me off, but it came back on relatively quickly, and then I heard the rest of the prayer.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know, every day I do the daily light and the daily sword.
Uh-huh.
That should help you.
Okay.
That's why I do it every day, and I'm going to do a daily spiritual one as well. I try.
Right, because I think everything that we're talking about, we're going to have to attack things from two different angles. One, spiritually, and the second is trying
Spiritually
to
won't work in court, really.
the evidence that we have that this shit is happening,
Yeah.
and the government, the military's behind it.
Well, there's quite a big team of us who have got quite a lot of evidence. So, from that angle, I believe we've got a strong case. JC and I were talking about it yesterday, but I think maybe I need to speak with JC more and a few other people before we launch a legal attack, and we need to know who we're going to attack as well.
We need to compile all our information that we got.
All my evidence is public information. All my evidence is public information, and it's crimes against humanity.
All mine's available publicly right off fucking websites, dude.
I did bad business deal with Lowe's. So there's a contractor named Premier Services Group that works for Lowe's. It's like they've been winning business with Lowe's for a long time, and they run like the whole Midwest to the West Coast of the United States for the Lowe's stores. So just this one business alone that I was doing contracts through, putting windows and doors in people's homes. The dude I was doing business with ran 1,000 stores, and I caught them forging and frauding my documents and putting lead violations and trying to bury me under lead violations under my business. And each fine is $50,000, and they're trying to bury me under about 100 fines. I still don't know what the results of this shit's going to be.
Yeah, I used to work for a production company.
Fraud.
And then
I caught them contaminating at least 1,000 homes a day that I know of lead violations. And I caught how they were doing the whole deal with blaming it on the small contractors and how they're able to fucking. I caught some dirty shit, but it goes all the way to the royal monarchy. So the owners of the fucking company I was dealing with were the owners of that company was a business called Seymour Yoler Cantor.
What's up, everybody?
And that's the name. Those are.
Hi,
those are
Empath's come to say hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ayesha. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so
Hi,
it's just a whistleblower story that I did. It's just a whistleblower story, but all my shit's public information.
But
you could go right through the Oregon L&I is where I found all the evidence.
You know what I found?
L&I.
Empath is this.
They did heavy fraud on you.
This live is like lots of children, all of us together. We're just like so excited to talk to each other.
The crimes against humanity are in there. I found where they were shutting the business down. The DOJ was shutting the business down, and they were allowing them to open within 24 hours later under the same name, same business name, and logo.
Is it coming across, my boy?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
20 times.
Where are you from?
20 times I did that.
I'm in England, and I can guarantee you it's 100% spiritual as well, because I had them at my door, literally my back door.
It's all military, really.
The military part with the technology, yes. What you said about taking the babies away at birth, yes, I agree with that too, because I know a lot of
U.S.
stuff.
military has been looking for guinea pigs, basically. Because Russia and China were developed in this technology and Trump didn't like it. So, I mean, our military has been using every military base as
I tried, and I
home
just
for
messaged
inducting people
TikTok
in
and
this
it's saying
technology.
somebody in the live
Are you
reported me.
ex-military?
Oh God, really?
Is anyone ex-military?
Oh God.
No, but
That's
I
awful.
killed I killed a Space Force Guardian's grandmother in a car accident.
And I think I know who it is.
Oh, do you?
I know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
Who is it?
What's happening? You can silence me.
A lot of your AI is doing it on TikTok and all different apps and the social medias automatically.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday you
There's
couldn't
AI
share the
behind
live,
it.
you couldn't give any gifts, and you could do comments yesterday, couldn't you, Shandy?
Yeah, I couldn't do it, but I came up after. But I got the notification there that somebody reported me in the live. What? No, that is saying somebody. I guess somebody that's in the live that reported my account, so I can't comment.
Well, I wonder if they've also reported others. Can anybody else comment? Everybody try and comment, please.
It all depends. Your phone's compromised since you got it. Come here,
It
big
won't.
brother.
It won't even let me open the
I-
chat box.
I can still comment.
It's letting me comment at the moment.
I can. Every time I type,
I'm muted.
Why don't
I'm
you
muted.
try like I can't speak. Asha, why don't
I'm
you try
muted.
like closing out the live and going into live again? I can't do anything on my end.
Okay. Do you want me to do that? Shall I end it and come
Yeah.
back? All right.
End it and
Yeah, I
come
gotta get
back.
some of this. I gotta
Okay.
get coffee
1, 2,
anyway.
3. Coming off and then coming back on, everyone. Okay.
I'll try again, see
Right.
what happens.
All right. Kiss, kiss. See you in a
See you in a
minute.
minute.
All right. Bye bye.